Warning. This show contains content intended for adult audiences. The language is crass at best and downright insulting most of the time. This is all made for the sake of comedy and poor sophomoric taste. The skits are parodies, and any similarity to real people or stories is purely coincidental. Any insults hurled at any one human is made in jest. We're just covering our bases for when one of you skins your knee on an internet insult. We love you. Again, this is all a joke, whether you laugh or not. Not just the show, but this waking existence. The great cosmic giggle. Try not to take it seriously.
15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo.
Now, I'm sure that most of you know the old story about the astronaut who went far out into space and was asked on his return whether he had been to heaven and seen God. And he said yes.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, non-binaries, and sentient artificial intelligence. Join us on this journey to find the others. Because no matter where we find ourselves in this multiverse, the act of existing is all too familiar.
Guys? Is anybody out there? Hello?
The mushroom has a tremendous problem-solving ability.
Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
As we look across this great expanse and stare at the stars, we can't help but be reminded these lights, though we're seeing them all at the same time, happened across a multi-billion-year delta. Some of those fires burned millions of years ago, some billions, but all of them happened so we could experience them in this one singular moment.
They called us scouts. They called us seekers. They called us Hoosier. But we were destined to question every.
I don't know about you, but as for me, the question has already been answered. Should we be here? Yes.
It's the Hoosier Sophisitcate Show. Question all the things that you know. Steve likes the weed. Steve likes the weed. Tell you about DMT. The DMT. Hoosier Sophisitcate Show. The Hoosier Sophisitcate Show. Hoosiers with the dream. Sophisticated blasphemy. It's the Hoosier Sophisitcate Show. Question all the things that you know. So let's set our minds free for the singularity. It's the Hoosier Sophisitcate Show. The Hoosier Sophisitcate Show.
join us and start your day with a gentle meditation from Hoosier Sophisitcate. Let us all remember, we are only as good as our last breath. Close your eyes or cap them halfway with a soft, unfocused gaze. Bring your awareness to the breath. Inhale through your nose to your belly, then fill your chest. Hold for a moment and release, starting with your chest and then the belly. Do this 2 more times. Inhale again through your nostrils and pause. Breathe out through your mouth and pause at the end of your exhale. Listen to the silence. If you find your thoughts wandering, gently come back to this meditation. Thoughts are okay. They will come. Gently let them go by coming back to this meditation. Be kind to yourself and let go of any judgment. You're meditating correctly. For the next few breaths, bring your awareness to the rise and fall of the chest, pausing at the end of each inhale and exhale to touch the silence. Now take 2 or 3 deep yawns. You can fake yawn until one comes on. Let your breathing return to a normal pace and notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Relax the muscles at the top, the sides, and back of your head. Move to your forehead and soften it. Soften the eyebrows, the eyes, your ears, and your cheeks. Let your jaw relax, your tongue, your lips. Bring attention to the throat. Allow the muscles surrounding it to relax. Soften the back of the neck. Move your attention to your shoulders and do the same. Now focus on your upper arms, your forearms, and hands, relaxing each as you go. Relax each finger, the thumb, your index finger, the middle finger, your ring finger and pinky. Relax the palms of your hands. Bring your awareness to your chest. Soften the muscles that make up the chest wall. Relax your belly and your lower abdomen. Move to the top of your back. Relax the muscles around your shoulder blades, the middle part of your back, and the lower part, all the way down to the buttocks. Relax your right thigh, the muscles around your knee, the front of your leg, your calf muscle, your right ankle, your right foot and toes. Now relax your left thigh, the muscles around your left knee, the front of your left leg, your calf, your ankle, your left foot and toes. Bring your attention to your whole body. Notice any sensations you feel. Bring your gentle attention
to any area that you would like to relax further. Scan your entire body as you breathe. Let your whole being settle into this morning practice. As the morning sun rises, feel its warm rays of light infusing you with beautiful yellow energy. Allow the ribbons of light to surround your body, relaxing it. Observe your breath, your calm breathing. If you find that your thoughts take you somewhere else, come back to the breath. Feel your chest rise with each inhale. Notice the parts of the body that gently move. Notice your chest and abdomen as you exhale. Feel the parts of your body that move. With each breath, feel the morning energy gently waking your entire body. Notice any sensations you might feel. Breathe in, sending oxygen to your head and face. And exhale. Breathe and send life-giving air to your neck, shoulders, and chest muscles. Allow them to take in the air and get ready for the day. Breathe and send oxygen to your entire back. Allow those muscles to awaken. Breathe. Send the oxygen to your abdomen and thighs. Breathe. Send energy from your breath to the legs to power you through the day. Breathe. Allow the sun's rays to infuse you with energy you need to begin your day. Now allow the energy from the air you breathe and the warm rays to begin to power you up for the whole day. Breathe into your heart. Send golden energy to your heart center in gratitude for the beginning of this new day. Bring your awareness to the breath. Remain focused on the breath for the next couple of minutes. Thoughts are okay. When you realize your thoughts have taken you elsewhere, come back to your breath. Keep your eyes closed or capped as you near the end of this meditation. It's important to come out of meditation slowly. Keep your awareness on your breath. Allow yourself to feel the in and out rhythm of the rise and fall of the chest. On your next inhale, allow the fingers and toes to wiggle if you wish. Gently shift your arms or legs as needed. When you're ready, open your eyes with a soft downward gaze. Keep your focus inward. Open your eyes fully as you're ready. You may return to your day.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here for this congressional hearing talking about the Drug Abuse Resistance and Education Program. Many of you may have known as DARE, D-A-R-E. I'm Senator Fulllovett from Covington, Louisiana, and we are joined here today by Mr. Darren, the Dare Lion, and I'd like to get some questions answered about the effectiveness of this here program that was instated in 1983, and just to see how far along we've come with this here program keeping the youth of America, the children of our future, off of these terrible, terrible drugs. Mr. Lyon, Darren, Mr. Lyon, in your opinion, in your humble opinion, do you think that the DARE program has been a success?
Well, that depends on what you consider a success. I don't have the numbers with me.
Well, now let me clear a few things up for you there, Mr. Lyon. In the last 10 years, according to a study that came across my desk from PhD DJ Henson, the effectiveness of the DARE program 2014, over a 10-year period, we have seen increases of 29% in drug use and 34% in tobacco use. Now, I travel all along the great state of Louisiana talking to my constituents. I have seen what these drugs have done to my community. I would like to know, sir, if you still think whether or not this has been a success.
I thought I was doing good things. I swear I didn't. And to God, I didn't know how this was all going to turn out. I went in there. I was looking for some work, found a job. It's hard for a lion to get work. And it seemed like we were helping the kids. So I don't know.
A 34% increase in tobacco use. While just the other day, just before I hopped on the Pontchartrain Bridge, I was headed in and I was going to get some beignets down there in New Orleans. I saw a 7-year-old boy smoking a Marlboro Red on the side of the road. Is that the America you want to live in, sir?
No, sir.
Well, now I gave you the stats on 2014. Let's go back. Let's go back to when I was just a young and up and coming little whippersnapper. In 1992, let's see, a study from 98 said between 92 and 95, they found a 59% increase in illegal drug use among high school seniors. Can you believe that? Ain't even out in the world on their own. Haven't even taken a chance on life yet, and they're already all caught up in the damn dirty devil drugs.
You gonna put that on me? Now it's my fault to watch all the kids? I don't know. I was trying to help. I didn't know what was going on. Listen, I'm a simple lion. I didn't know what was going on. I was just there for a paycheck.
Mr. Lyon, you're going to have to help me understand how something as innocent and carefree as an 8th grade dance is now all of a sudden filled with a bunch of hopped up meth heads rolling around swamp.
I think you'll see most studies show that most 8th graders are doing meth. And that's not on me.
Well, it says here, Mr. Lyon, as I dig a little bit deeper into your past, that it shows you here on Epstein's flight log.
Sure was.
I thought I knew you from somewhere. I did. I thought I seen you before. Mr. Lyon, and I want to thank the good chairman here for yielding me my time. Mr. Lyon, I want to ask you again, after being presented with some of these stats and seeing the current opioid epidemic that we face as a country and drug problem that we face as a country, I want to ask you again for your reflection and your truth on whether or not this drug abuse resistance education program has been a success. And with that, sir, I will yield the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Congressman, thank you. Listen, we were doing our best, okay? Yeah, sure, a few more kids tried drugs because of the DARE program. Sorry, not sorry, okay? We're now learning that the war on drugs is a war on consciousness. We're learning that the war on drugs was a war on people, a war on our fellow citizens. And they're trying to make me the scapegoat of everything. And I'm not a goat, sir. I'm a lion. I instinctively eat goats. I don't want to, but I do. So DMT may revitalize your belief in God. So maybe ketamine helps you deal with debilitating depression. So maybe cannabis can help you live a better quality of life. Did we know those things back then? Maybe. I don't know. I don't understand why you're putting this all on me. I'm an actor. I'm out there reading a script. And now you bring me in front of all these lovely taxpayers and say I'm the reason kids are experimenting with their consciousness? A talking lion? I don't think so. It's ridiculous. I want the people at home to do their own research. Find out your own facts about this stuff, because the war on drugs is a war on you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning,
Oh,
morning.
happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed, when Jesus washed my sins away.
You want to do like the Reverend Sister? I was like, when Jesus washed.
One of the most impressive high notes. One of the most impressive high notes ever hit by a male, ever.
Was that Tevin Campbell?
It wasn't Tevin Campbell.
It wasn't.
It wasn't Tevin
I know
Campbell.
It wasn't.
But it was a guy who went on to be like in a like some little 3-piece boy band
No,
or
it
something.
wasn't. No.
Good morning, that global guy. How are you, sir?
We're redlining a little bit when we get a look. Oh yeah.
I'll go check
No,
our
you're
levels.
fine.
We're good.
We're
We're good. We're all right. We know where we're at.
We know what we're doing
When
here.
Jesus
Guys,
washed.
we know what we're doing here. We're having a good time on the morning show.
We were just here 8 hours ago.
Yeah, that's fun.
Was it even 8 hours ago?
I can't-
For Christ's sake. Yeah, it was like.
I didn't get home till midnight.
Was it about midnight?
Then I got into this movie that I just couldn't stop watching.
What movie was it?
I fell asleep. Oh, what is it called? It's got that handsome devil Josh Hartnett.
Oh, he is a handsome devil.
He's a handsome devil, and I really like the way he looks.
was great
in
in
the
Lucky Number 11. He was great in 40
Most
Days and 40
Wanted.
Nights. Most Wanted. Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's all, like, grunged up, too.
Look at that Fu Manchu he's got rocking. He looks good in this movie, dude.
Dang, that guy is swimming in the puss.
And then
bro.
he's hanging out in Thailand, you know, and I think the people of Thailand are short of stature.
Yeah, I think probably.
So he's all like, just towering over these.
They're like, hey, Mr.
Yeah, like, hey. Except they give him a fucking Thai kick.
Why?
Because it's in prison and it's you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Thai kickboxing. And so they give him a few.
Give him a couple?
You ever seen a Thai kickboxer's shin, dude?
It's brutal.
You're going to get kicked by one of those?
No, you don't want to be.
I don't want to
You'd
be.
rather not be kicked by
I'd
one
rather
of
not
those.
be kicked by one of those.
I love that movie. Lauryn Hill was in it.
Oh, Sister Act 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Not 1, right?
She wasn't in 1.
She wasn't in 1.
But 2 was better. There's one of the rare occurrences. One of the rare occurrences where the sequel was better than the original. Good morning, Mrs. Merritt. Miss Merritt, if you're nasty. I don't know. I don't know if you're betrothed or whatever.
Hey, we're not going to get into that this morning. We're not getting into that this morning. We're just trying to have a happy day. Oh, happy
Dude, the fucking
day.
version of that she sings of the sparrow, and they're sitting there in the dude, I might have to just listen to that.
Oh,
break.
no, I will.
That
I
stuff
will.
raises my skin, dude. It's so good.
How about the song that she sings where she's like, "There's nothing you can do to make me do to my God, my God."
That was in the first one.
I know. I was like, shit. Why don't we ever sing this song in church? And my dad's like,
That's right.
That's Motown, you stupid idiot.
That's right. Yeah, we're not singing that song.
Get that fucking communion out of your mouth. He'd slap it every time I get close. He'd be like, you don't deserve the body of Christ inside you. I'd be like, Dad, my hands hurt.
I just want all kinds of men inside of me.
I want all the men inside me.
I want Christ-like figures inside of
I want
me.
Jesus inside of me. I want Jesus inside of me. Get
Inside
in
of
my
me.
belly. Jesus Get in my belly.
Inside of
Jesus.
me. There's no gospel in Europe.
That's what.
Sad. That's
What?
seems not true.
And that's why all the wars happen there.
And plagues.
That's why wars and plagues happen there. America, no wars.
No wars, no
It's
plagues.
historically factual.
No.
We've never had a war on U.S. soil.
We've had
that we ain't fucking won.
We've had so few plagues in America that when we get the cold, we call it a plague.
I like to call them plagues.
Plague
Plagues. Remember, like, people would be like, I'm dripping ragu.
They said that?
I don't know.
That seems like is that like an ad for pasta sauce?
Dripping ragu. It means like you got swag, dude.
I got
dripping into ragu.
If somebody walked past me dripping spaghetti sauce, I would be concerned. I'd be a little concerned for him more than anything.
They're like Carrie walking out. He poured spaghetti sauce on me. Why? Just do it. Sweating ragu. I'm sweating ragu. I think people said that.
That is a great version of How Great Thou Art with Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood?
Oh, yeah. How
Carrie
great.
Underwear.
I like the version with...
Yeah, that is really good.
I like the version with Faith Hill and Kenny Chesney. That's How Great Thou Fart.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Kenny Chesney's just like...
Yeah, I've heard that.
I got no shoes and fucking tight jeans on.
I've heard that. I've heard that Faith Hill will fart like a camel.
Oh my God, bud. She'll clear a room.
She'll clear a room. That's how she hooked Tim McGraw. That's how she hooked him.
Little sweet angel.
Mm-hmm.
Just has some straight booty stank coming out of her. Booty sweat. Remember that? Remember that guy's trying to sell booty sweat?
Booty sweat. What was that? What was that?
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, Tropic Thunder. That's what it was.
Booty sweat. That's an underrated comedy.
Tropic Thunder's so good.
I don't think it gets the...
I think it got a lot when it first came
You
out.
do?
Now I think people are... I don't think that movie gets made right now. I don't think it can.
Oh, hell no.
I think Robert Downey Jr. would be...
Playing an Australian guy playing a black guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I mean,
drug behind the truck.
He would be.
No.
Yes, he would.
Robert Downey Jr. can do no wrong now.
Well, I'm in agreement.
He already got he got the
It's amazing that
antibodies.
Iron Man is the thing that
He got the antibodies. You know what I mean? Like him and Rob Lowe.
Oh, they
went
did their
it,
shit,
and then they get out of it.
When's
they
Charlie
recovered.
Sheen's time? When's he coming back?
He's not dead.
I don't think Charlie Sheen's dead.
Really?
I don't think so. No,
I would
he's
have put
still
money that he died.
No, he's just banging.
Good
crank.
for
He's
him,
just
man.
Banging crank through his urethra.
Bang and crank through his urethra. Who isn't? Are you trying to live?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to live.
Yeah,
okay?
no, he's still live and kicking, man.
He looks good.
Looks all right. I don't know if that's him, but
Look up Emilio. See what Emilio.
Emilio doesn't look as good as
What's
Charlie,
Emilio
and I don't know
up to
what are
these
you
days?
doing, Emilio?
Emilio Estevez. What are you up to these days?
Actually, he doesn't look bad, does he?
I bet not.
Oh, he looks about the
He
same.
looks great.
He looks
bud.
really
He's
good.
getting better with age.
He looks really good. He really
He's
does.
getting better with age with
Really
that facial
does.
hair.
Yeah, he really
Gordon
does.
fucking
unless that's
Bombay.
him. Unless that's him. Speaking of Gordon Bombay, how about your buddy Vladimir Tarasenko? You want to do that?
Oh.
You want to do that right
You
now?
want me to throw this fucking coffee against the wall?
I mean, he's a little upset, bud.
Does Denmark guy like hockey? They fucking play.
Oh, the Danes play hockey. I
over
mean,
there.
I would think.
They're not good, but.
What are we saying here? Crunch, crunch. Here, let me give your nostrils.
What are you wiping your nose with? Sounds like computer paper. It's fucking hard tissue. Elvis gospel all day. Elvis gospel.
Oh yeah, Elvis sang a little gospel.
No, he did.
Yeah, we do play hockey. All right. Well, the Blues.
Yeah,
have,
we do play hockey.
The Blues have this tremendous.
Okay, Denmark guy, one-on-one match. Let's do it.
Highly talented.
I'll meet you in the middle of the fucking
goal scorer. He was on the
Ocean.
cover of EA Sports NHL. 19 maybe? Was it 19? NHL 20? 19? I don't think it was 20. I think it was 19.
Yeah.
Maybe 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
30 goal scorer.
He's got all the juice to be the man. You know.
Came in the first year, was a hustling ass dude.
Yep.
Played defense. He's still a hustler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I feel like at some point the coaches said, "Hey, dickbag, you don't have to do that.
Fucking tryhards.
What are you doing? You're a sniper. You don't need to be hustling the whole time."
Yeah.
So I feel like he had an identity crisis there. Plus, there's a whole double agent story there that could be possible.
Yeah, sure. Well, naturally, anybody from Russia.
Fixing elections, rigging elections.
Anybody from Russia is clearly the enemy.
So, but you showed me an article. I didn't even see this. Ryan O'Reilly got named captain of the Blues.
They gave Ryan O'Reilly.
Ryan O'Reilly. Thank you.
They gave Ryan the C. And,
he deserves it,
look,
guys.
this is me, Craig Kohler, non-hockey guy. There's so many weird little fucking things attached to hockey that I'm just like, you fucking goobers.
You love weird shit.
Just put on your fucking pads and go skate, boys. Like, this whole fucking...
Skate, boys, skate.
This whole C and A
skate,
thing.
Boys,
like,
skate.
There's... You know who the fuck... Like, any other sport, you kind of know who the fucking boss is on the field. You need some fucking stupid fucking letter on your chest?
Yeah, who's the boss on the baseball field?
I think that depends on who the fucking player is. But you name a team, I could probably tell you who the fucking guy is. Cardinals right now?
Yeah.
Wayno.
Right now.
Wayno.
They're both.
Well, if he and Yachty are out, I hate to say it.
Who is it, bud?
I hate to say it, but it's probably
Bader?
probably Carp. It goes by
the shittiest player on the team.
I would put the C on Goldie's chest myself.
Oh, see, so then Carp has a Tarasenko-like reaction because Tarasenko's reaction.
Yeah, but the problem is they don't have the reaction because the fucking thing is it's a made up stupid thing. Like
it's a made up stupid thing to be the one that gets to talk to the referee.
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Kind of.
No, I mean,
also,
what isn't made up about the game?
That's true.
It's all made up. It's all
that's
like
true.
You hit a ball here.
That's true, but it's the only sport that exists in.
There's captains in football.
There's captain, yeah, but they don't wear some fucking stupid.
Yeah,
fucking
they do. The captains have a C.
That started a couple of years ago where they put it like on the fucking quarterback. It's dumb as fuck. You basically, it's the
who goes out for the coin toss?
It changed every game usually.
Well, what your team changed every game?
Why? Because it's a fucking.
You want Bobo McJohnson who can't fucking see?
You think fucking
5 feet from his face calling a coin toss?
You want some fucking guy just because he's got a letter on his show? I'm making all the calls. That's what you pay a coach for. The coach tells you.
You didn't have
what
any
you
team
gotta
leaders.
Say.
Everybody's even. I'm a communist.
No. We had team leaders.
Socialism.
There was a clear fucking boss. Whoever runs the fucking huddle is the fucking boss.
And he's out there probably doing the coin toss too, so he can pick what direction he wants to go.
Okay, when the C isn't on the bench, who's talking to the? When the C's on the bench, who's talking to the ref?
An A.
And what if there's only 2 A's? There's 4 lines.
One of the A's or the C's pops out there next shift and has
Get
a little
the fuck
chat.
out of here!
I'm serious, dude.
It's dumb. It's a dumb, stupid thing.
It's a great thing. It's the best thing probably about hockey.
Do you think he deserves it over Schwartzy?
How many goalies have been captains?
Oh fuck, who knows? Ron Hextall.
How many?
Marty Brodeur.
I think you might be right about
Patrick Waugh. Hextall.
Yeah, Hextall. I believe he's the only one I can think of. Maybe Brodeur got it for 1 year.
Where is this information stored?
I'm not got 80% of everything in there, dude. You were in the 90s in
NHL 90,
Louis,
NHL 96.
94, 96.
I just remember he's a general manager of the Flyers. Hextall?
Oh yeah, and he scored like 4 goals.
I remember. That's what I remember about Hextall the most. He scored goals and he fought.
Yeah.
Didn't he and Cujo? Was he and Cujo the ones that went at it? No, that was
Shovelday.
That was
Here
Tim
comes
Shovelday. That was against the Red Wings. That was against the Red Wings.
That's when Ken Wilson was screaming, "Here comes Shovelday."
It's like he's fucking Paul Revere. Let him know the British. Here comes Shovelday.
He's coming. Jean Beaulieu. Dennis Potvin got it. No, he wasn't.
Is that Felix's brother?
No.
The fuck is Dennis Potvin?
He was great.
Is he Felix's brother? Because he wasn't as good as Felix. He wasn't as good as the cat. I'll tell you that.
Never mind. None of these goalies have been captains since the 40s.
No goalies?
No goalies been captain.
See, that's fucking nonsense. It's the only player that's on the ice the whole time. He's the guy that's running the fucking show. He should wear the C.
Although the Canucks appointed goaltender Roberto Luongo. Robert as his team captain.
Bobby Longo?
Mm-hmm. He could not be the team's official captain during games.
That's fucking dumb. Why?
Because the captain is the only guy who can fucking chirp at the zebra.
Fucking dumb.
You want chaos?
I want absolute.
You want chaos? You want everyone being able to talk to him? You ever see when
Put the
situation
C on the Ruski and let's see what we can do. Is it ever a Russian? No, because you need somebody that goes speak a fucking good English to the fucking referee.
Yes, the thing I was wondering about was would the stick, when he had the stick and it came up in the air, it hit him in the eye. It's double minor penalty for having blood. Why do we have the blood?
And that's another thing.
The referee's like, eh? What, eh? Oh, hell's there, eh?
What's this guy on about? Eh?
Yeah, dude, we can do that.
Okay.
Because you have a
Canadian we can go back and forth.
It's kind of the same deal.
Let's do it. What about Schwartzy? You think Schwartzy should have got the C?
No, who should have got the C?
Got it.
No.
Okay.
O'Reilly is going to give you 100.
O'Reilly's I know who I would pick.
He's going to give you 100.
You know my guy, who I would pick.
Jenner. Which is not a bad choice. But I think if Tarasenko doesn't have his injury,
that's the deal. You're hurt. You're on the shelf.
You know what? Rethinking it right now as I say those words.
It probably still wouldn't.
You got 2 shoulder injuries. One of the toughest things to come back from in hockey. Shoulders are fucking tricky in hockey. You can never
really any sport. It's a pretty major hinge, you know?
So I look at it this way. Is there a way to make anyone better by giving them the C?
Yeah.
But you also want a guy who's going to be here for a minute. That's why they picked O'Reilly. So it's like, he's going to be here for another 5 years.
Agreed.
Okay. Tarasenko was saying, I've been here, bud.
Yeah.
Schwartzy
that's great. Sign
here.
The contract. We'll give you a C.
That or don't get injured and lead the fucking team, bud.
When we need you to turn it on, be Brett Hall and just say, give me a fucking puck. I'm going to put it in
That's
that.
what, and he doesn't have that. Never he turned into that guy yet.
He didn't have a killer in him.
Now, if he gets
What about Parayko? I know he's young.
That was my other choice.
Too soft.
Too soft. But I think you can make Perron, even though Perron might not be around.
I like Frenchie.
You give me Frenchie. You put a C on French. I think he's such a mental player.
Yeah, I agree.
That if you put a C on
his
chest,
40 goals.
Yeah, he's going to be like, oh, cool, I'm a captain now. Guess what? I just led the league in scoring.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what? Because he was my favorite player when we first drafted him. You know, the whole
dude, I fucking love
Blues,
Frenchie.
Oshie.
I mean, there's one thing that
Schwartzy.
I don't make. I don't hide this fact. I fucking hate French Canadians. They're the garbage scum of the earth.
It's a hot take.
But I love Frenchie. I do. I love
French toast.
I love me a little David.
And him and O'Reilly are like best buddies.
I'm just kidding to the French Canadians that are watching the
they're
show.
all watching.
I actually I quite like you all. A lot. Just maybe get the marbles out of your mouth. Speak English, whatever.
Speaking of kings,
yeah, speak the kings, bud.
So how did they even keep? We should have ran them out of town.
Oh, how do they keep Quebec?
Yeah,
because they're the craziest mountain men of the bunch. I would think.
Were they?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's probably something to do with it.
That's kind of cool.
It's also kind of weird that it's just smack dab in the middle.
Yeah,
like it's not like a coastal thing or anything. Just fucking right in the middle. You're gonna have to learn French if you want to move.
More east, like Montreal.
A little bit. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like to the right of Michigan, but I mean, it's still by the fucking
coast. Yeah. It's weird that they didn't just hole up there. That's interesting. That is interesting. I think you make DP 57 better though when you give him the C.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
So
I think O'Reilly is just who he is.
That's what I'm saying.
C,
no C, any jersey,
care.
It doesn't matter. He's going to work.
Does it come with an extra? Does it come with? Is there something in their
bring your fucking
contracts that give them a little fucking extra coin if they get the C or the A? I can't imagine that because I could see front offices would hold that back and fucking not have to pay.
And I hated Pietrangelo as a captain. Hated.
Well, fuck him. Where'd he go?
Him
Vegas?
as the captain. Yeah, he's such a little bitch.
Fuck that punk.
What's crazy because I go, man, he won us. Jesus Christ, he won us a cup.
Did he give you a picture?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
fuck
that.
him.
I mean, I was.
No, you're my buddy. Fuck him.
I was chasing him down.
Next time my buddy asks you for a picture,
Sonny would have done it.
Because Sonny's the man. Sonny will kill somebody. Sonny did kill somebody.
Couple guys.
He killed the guy. That was the best. Was that the Bruins? It was game 3 because he got suspended. He fucking drove his head into the boards, and I was like, "I'm a fucking hockey fan." Craig Kohler's a hockey fan. He killed that guy. He fucking killed that guy.
Yeah, there's some big hits in there, and the guy fucking put himself.
I mean, look, if it was any other team,
if
it was any other team, I would have been like, "Ooh, yeah, I don't know about that one." But since it was the Bruins,
Oh, that is hilarious. Morning, gents. What's up, Ethio Mike? Give me the C. Monkey Winky.
Monkey Wink?
At least my humor. I'm 12. At least humor.
Well, that's why you love this show. That's why you're tuning into this show every day.
We got to give Eric Carlson some credit.
Why?
Holy shit. Well, Eric Carlson comes
the guy with the big old beard?
No, that's Brent Burns. Fuck that stupid idiot. If anyone could fucking stub their toe every day till the end of
Eric
days.
Carlson's the guy that looks like every devil that was drawn in the 1800s.
Sure.
He's got like
he's
the
on one of
fucking-
the bottles, like Diablo bottles, or is it on Fireball?
I mean, he's a pretty handsome lad. He's got good flow.
Well, his deal is, okay, he did the hand pass. Remember when he hit the puck against San Jose?
I remember.
And then the end of the game, Binnington slamming his stick again. Like that turned the freaking tide for us.
Yeah, it did.
Then the next game, they only had about 4 guys on the bench because we were beating the shit out of them.
That was when
they're hitting us too hard.
That was when my guy, old Baroob, said, "All right, guys, it's time to play. It's time to play how we play."
Because we don't say a fucking word about it.
Yep.
We're moving on.
Hand pass, cool. Let's go break their arms.
It's gonna be pretty hard to hand pass it when their
arms are broken and they're bleeding from their eye sockets. Do that, guys.
Oh, I love Berube.
I do too. This is Berube is the kind of coach, and I don't care what sport, that I fucking want to play for. You know, it's the same idea. Like fucking let me play for a Ditka or somebody. You know that fucking their job was to just lay the fucking wood. And if you get somebody like that didn't really have a whole lot of talent, they only got by on their fucking grit and tenacity. Those guys translate to the fucking Tarasenkos who are fucking maybe getting a little comfortable on the wing.
In reverse, it's hard for Gretzky to get to.
Gretzky is not convincing Ryan
Reeves. Score
Reeves.
a goal.
Yeah.
Bud.
What's so hard about it?
I can't. He's
you skate down the ice and you shoot it in the butt.
Be better than them. And he's
I
can't.
You know what's interesting is as much as our fucking Fair City gets shit, and like I feel like it's like this just this weird thing that people fucking latch onto, like, the crime in St. Louis, like it's fucking dumb. When I think about fucking St. Louis, I look at guys like Wayne Gretzky, the great one, the greatest, most dominant athlete in any sport all time. He chooses to live in St. Louis.
Does he live here?
Oh, fuck yeah, he lives here. He lives in, like, Frontenac.
Really?
Yes.
I know he married a St. Louis gal.
Yeah, dude. Like, and that's the whole
St. Louis gals suck the lead out of paint.
Everyone's like, oh, she's a St. Louis 10, but she's like a West Coast 6. Like, then why are all of these world-class athletes bedding down fucking St. Louis broads and fucking making this home?
Interesting.
Maybe our fucking city's great, all right? Maybe we grow quality trim up in this bitch. Oh! Got that pussy to put you to sleep, boy. So many athletes, hundreds of millions of dollars, could live anywhere they want. They could go to Santorini, Greece, hang out, the bluest water you've ever seen. People walking around fucking naked. Where are they living? Fucking Ladue.
They got a lot of head injuries.
Maybe that's the deal. Like nobody ever accused these athletes. Nobody accused these athletes of being fucking astrophysicists. Right?
Eric Carlson's wife got into an online battle with Mike Hoffman's wife.
Oh,
we just
Mike
signed
Hoffman.
Mike
I was gonna say that's topical.
We just signed Mike Hoffman. I'm bringing this all around here.
You look at you go.
They got online, and I think they had like a stillborn child or something terrible happened to the Carlson family, and Hoffman's wife was like, "Good, you fucking losers," and I'm like, "Holy shit, this lady is a fucking monster." So that's why Ottawa, they were both playing for Ottawa at the time. Ottawa
shipped Carlson?
Yes, shipped Carlson because they're like, we can't fucking move Hoffman right now. I think they shipped Hoffman. They shipped Hoffman first, then Carlson. So,
okay.
Because Carlson got paid and fucking, he's getting paid, bud, in San Jose. He might be the
one of the highest paid players.
Yeah, yeah. But so Hoffman's, he's kind of come with this back thing, but also Carlson did the this is how awful of a human being I am.
Panarin and then Carlson.
Okay. Oh, damn, would Panarin get paid?
Pull him up.
Because that's new. I think, I don't know. And who did he sign with?
Oh, let me pull him up here, bud.
So then Eric Carlson, but Eric Carlson did that fucking hand pass.
Oh, I'm sorry, McDavid.
So I'm like, get him. Get him. Attack his wife on Twitter. I'm like, just kidding. But in my soul, I'm like, anything goes in hockey. But there's like, come on, guy. We're fucking, like the stuff I said.
I love the culture around hockey. Like, that's not like they have to warn of puck bunnies. And there's always like, buddy, look, there was one professional athlete named Craig when I was a kid. It was Craig Janney. And the Blues had him. I was a Craig Janney fan.
He was a passing machine.
And then what happens? Shanahan plugs his fucking wife. And then they got to ship fucking Janney because Shanahan's the fucking talent. You know, and Janney was pretty good talent.
Shanahan
but
got
he wasn't
stronger.
But he wasn't Shanny, you know? Anyway. Shanahan's a handsome devil.
So, he's still in like the league as far as.
Well, Carlson's not.
This might be a little old.
Maybe.
What's Carlson making?
7. He's making 14.9 a year.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, Connor McDavid's 18.5.
How, dude? No wonder Edmonton sucks.
18.5, and then also
you can't give one guy 18.
14 of its salary bonus, $4 million in endorsements, and then after that you got Austin Matthews 18-2.
I mean,
Look at the mustache on this little fucking plug.
Listen, both of those guys are really good, like skill wise.
Well, how do they pay both of them? How does Toronto do that?
They suck.
Mitch Marner, is he a player? Is he a player?
Yeah. Both of those guys are as fast and as skilled as you get. All three of those guys as fast.
And Tavares, all three of them. Well, do they have any other players? No, they got the three. They got 3 of the top 4 paid players. How do you do that? Just a bunch of minor leaguers on the fucking.
Probably. They got a couple other too. No defense. They play with 0 defensemen. They only do 3 forwards all the time.
I wish. God
damn.
damn.
3 guys.
3v3 hockey. God, it's the
3v3
best.
hockey is great.
I fucking love it. Anyway,
so
they'd be a force if they had fucking Tavares.
Oh, they
Matthews,
are a force.
And fucking like.
So is
Besser,
Edmonton.
3v3.
Edmonton has fucking McDavid, Draisaitl.
Cool name.
Draisaitl's awesome.
There's Panarin. Panarin's making 14.25 with the Rangers.
He is Tarasenko's buddy. And Tarasenko told the Blues that he goes
to go get him.
Draft this dude. And the Blues were like, well, let's see if we can get to him. Well, the Blue Jackets. Did he get taken
before he got to him?
No, I think he went to Chicago. I think he started with Chicago.
Okay.
And that was the whole deal. And he's a fucking stud, dude. Hockey's going to be fun. It's getting ready to start up. But we got Mike Hoffman. The lines look like.
I just wish there were sports on TV right now. There's nothing on. There's nothing going.
Is there anything on?
I can't think.
Trying to think of
maybe F1, maybe Formula 1.
College football's over.
Formula 1. College football is about over. We'll have a national championship soon.
Yeah, and Mizzou, we didn't.
They got a bowl. We got a bowl. It's the fucking Music City Bowl. I think.
But Nashville said no.
Oh, they did.
During COVID. I think they canceled the bowl game. Anyway, I'm not sure what the reason was. Ooh, we never got into that Nashville thing last night.
I don't know what to say about it. Music City Bowl canceled after Tigers pull out. Everybody knows our pull-out game's weak.
Hey, did you see that stuff that old Timmy was putting online? Did you go through any of that?
Timmy? No, I didn't.
Timmy.
I'm with you. Oh, a little bit.
What?
A little bit. Living in Nashville. That's like there's some weird.
No. One of the weirdest videos I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Maybe
I don't know if it has
video.
ties to anything, and it's very loose. But if you piece it together like it's a movie, it's very Mr. Robotish.
That's exactly what.
Very.
That's exactly what Deke said.
This reads very like
this plays like a Mr. Robot episode.
I mean, it's giving me goosebumps right now. How criminally insane this fucking video is. Like, I'll have to show you at the break. I'm not sure
it's all really strange to me. I think that I think that as just as people in general, the romanticization, the conspiracy is sexier than probably what the simple truths are, but also like we also don't want to believe that there's like this nefarious evil that is, taking place. And I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. Like a lot of it doesn't make a ton of sense. But also like where it was a clear target. They didn't want to hurt anybody. Like, it didn't sound like it. That's why they have this message that's going on. They got a guy?
Yeah.
What does he look like?
Look it up. It's just.
Is he like a fucking good old
middle-aged
boy?
white, white guy. Well, I don't know.
Goatee
maybe.
on him, maybe.
No, he looks like an older white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't see that they.
No, I'm a little. I must admit, I'm so. Oh, that's what he looks like. That's.
Yeah, this looks like a guy who'd paint your house or something.
Well, I don't know, man. Like it was. I feel like he. I feel like it was definitely a specific target, right? 911. I don't know if it's up yet. Again, I'm a little ignorant to all of this, so I feel a little fucking weird getting into it. But I don't know that anybody like 911 was down. All the emergency services.
Yeah, it was like
were
down for days.
It was like an AT&T and then there's the whole thing about the voting machines, which is like. That's where it starts to get a little fucking gray for me. Like, why would that be contracted to AT&T? I can't quite make sense of it. I just need someone to really connect the dots for me a little bit. However, like there were 2 different places around the globe where like there were massive fires, like burnt to the ground.
Really?
Places that. Hang on a second.
I'm trying to find the one YouTube video that I showed Jen, and it's one of the most terrifying things.
I don't know, man. I just, I don't know. I just, I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe that there are people out there that are this fucking caught up. At the same time, like, you know, we've had it pretty good in America. You know, I get to thinking about that. Like, what's strange is I remember being a kid when we entered the Persian Gulf. At that point, you know, I didn't know our country to be in war. We'd only heard stories of like Vietnam, and all of these things were kind of memorialized. And these, you know, these past generations were, you know, put on pedestals as heroes and these wars we fought. But then I also like Vietnam was always kind of the outlier where every time it was brought up, like nobody really agreed that we should have been there, but also but also like our veterans that we lost so many fucking people to that conflict. Good morning, Dan. And then I remember when we entered Persian Gulf, it was like, it was full on. CNN showed it around the clock. It was like watching a war movie, and in the span of a fucking couple of weeks, like we just fucking leveled, and like it was like this coming out party. Right, and now looking back on it, now you're like, oh, they were just acclimating us to a new normal, which was like we are a giant fucking war power that can stamp out evil like that if we need to. And now looking back at it, like Persian Gulf, the conflict was over pretty quick, and then we started to kind of, it wasn't very American, like it wasn't supposed to be our deal where we meddled in other affairs, but then, you had like the Bosnian Serbian Civil War, and we were painting like our jets Bosnian blue, and there's all kinds of fucking crazy shit going on there. And then of course a lot of the refugees came over and actually landed right here in St. Louis. And so like we were involved in these other little skirmishes. I remember like the whole fucking thing that happened in Mogadishu, like I remember as a kid very vaguely, because my dad was always kind of tuned in to like what was, like political talk, and Meet the Press was on every Sunday morning in our house. And so like, my dad's side of the family especially was never short on political opinion or having that conversation. And then I just remember like our soldiers being drugged through the streets of Somalia because we refused to fucking send anybody in there. And it was like all of these weird little things, but we weren't ever like actually in a war. So the Persian Gulf was like the first war. And then like 9/11 happened. Like, but for the most part, for all of our childhood, it was we were living in seemed to be peaceful times. Yeah, there were plenty of other places in the world that were on fire, but for the most part, it was a peaceful time. And then like 9/11 happened, and dude, did you hear what Hunter S. Thompson said when 9/11 happened? Dude, this what he said, he might as well have been Nostradamus.
Really?
Unbelievable. And he already had a really good, a finger on the pulse of political theater.
But he said this in an essay right after 9/11. Boom, boom. Just like that, the towers are gone now, reduced to bloody rubble, along with all hopes for peace in our time, in the United States or any other country. Make no mistake about it, we are at war now with somebody, and we will stay at war with that mysterious enemy for the rest of our lives. It will be a religious war, a sort of Christian jihad fueled by religious hatred and led by merciless fanatics on both sides. It will be guerrilla warfare on a global scale with no front lines and no identifiable enemy. He wrote that immediately after the towers went down. So it's like, the government shows, it tips its hand. It is what it is, but to then hear somebody who'd been kind of covering it for 50 years at the point be like, well, this is the one. This is the one that will make sure that this is what we're always doing for the rest of time. And now we look at it 20 years later, and we got sons serving with their dads in the same fucking conflict that's been going on over there. And it's like, you see how, like, dude, at 18 years old, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go hit these cocksuckers in the mouth. I'm young, dumb, full of cum. I'm ready to fucking fight. Let's go. And now here I am 20 years later. I've got shit to lose. I've got kids of my own. And I'm like, this is fucking how it happened. Like, this is when you're going to fucking get a revolution on your hand. Your patriotism or lack thereof has been exposed. Because what is patriotism? Is patriotism just blowing up other countries for an ideal? Or is it fucking really living in the ideals that your society is supposedly, championing? Things like freedom and privacy. And, I don't know. Like, it's just, I know I'm rambling here. I was just trying to give you a little chance on the Nashville thing.
I couldn't find that video, but I'll find it. It's fucking weird, dude.
Did he have a motive? Did they talk to this guy about a motive or anything like that?
His body parts were. They just identified the remains.
Oh, he was in the van?
That's what they were saying. Listen,
this is like finding a fucking ID from a plane crash.
To describe the video,
okay.
The initials, the video was posted from an account that was like from 2009, but only posted like 3 videos. That Nashville bombing video that came from the surveillance photo. This is tracking the origin of where that video came from. The Twitter account only had a couple things on it that had something similar with, it was like SMcG, SM, and it stands for Sith Lord Mick something. Like they were
McGregor
Twitter,
or something.
They were sleuthing it, yeah.
I saw a couple of those little YouTube videos.
Well, the other video posted on this YouTube channel was an edited, and the first thing I heard about it was it sounded like the IRA. It's the only time terrorists had announced that because they wanted to win the hearts and minds
for
of
innocents
people.
to get out of the area.
And they said it's very unique that usually terrorism is like, I'm trying to cause fucking mayhem, bud. They said this one was like, nope, everybody get the fuck out. We're going to give you a chance.
Admirable.
So it's IRA-ish, which I was like, oh yeah, I remember fucking U2 and shit talking about that stuff, and I'm trying to figure all that out. Wig hair. And so this Scrooge, or I would want to call it Scrooge McDuck, but SMcG, the video is Irish news.
Okay.
And they're talking about COVID, and it's the Irish Prime Minister. And he's like, this lockdown will never end. And it's kind of like clipping it in a weird way to have the sentences, kind of like, this is the new normal in the background. It starts out by a guy going, hey guys, check out my video. This is how Ireland would survive a zombie apocalypse. All right, now turn your phone in 3, 2, 1, turn your phone. And you're supposed to turn your phone, but when you turn your phone, it's all kind of sideways anyway. So you're like, oh, that's kind of fucked up. So you're kind of watching it like this. It shows that newsreel, and in the background it starts playing, don't stop me now. Don't stop me now. It's like playing the music to that, building up, and it starts to get like more a little bit intense. The music's getting louder, and the news people are just like, yes, COVID's going to take over the country, and they think there's going to be this many deaths. And you're like, this is fucking creepy, dude. Then it goes, breaks in. Then it's like burnt out buildings, calamity, just fucking end of the world type shit, real like quick flashing. Then it ends with the guy, he's got like a camera and it's just going and he's running through the woods and he's going filming, and there's like 3 things chasing him through the fucking woods, and it is making the most awful noise you could ever make, like you don't know if it's him screaming or those things like behind him, but it's like old film kind of footage of him running
Blair
from the
Witch
woods.
footage.
Dude, it's the fucking creep. You know me, I watch all that creepy shit. As far as giving me the fucking willies,
Oh man.
it would. I as an artist, I was like, "That's how you fucking do it."
Well, I mean, I can appreciate that. Like that's the I can appreciate the people that lean into the macabre and the dark and the twisty. But that is certainly.
Oh, bud.
Is that channel still up? Did YouTube pull it or?
See, that's what I'm trying to find it.
I
right
bet you
now.
they pulled it down.
And it's fucking weird.
If I had
dude.
to guess, I'll bet
it's
YouTube
somewhere
pulled
on
it down.
Twitter, and Timmy fucking.
Yeah, I
posted
remember.
it. I gotta
Okay.
fucking find it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's send the damn link. They said. Well, we're gonna find a link during the break, and it's time for a break. And then when we come back from the break, I want to get into this a little bit more. I am a little ignorant to it, so let's. If anybody has anything, any solid stuff for us to check out, let's dig into it a little bit. You guys were around for great meditation and a little bit of hockey talk this morning. Just touching on the Nashville thing a little bit. Let's go to break. On the other side, we also filmed a new skit that we aired last night. We got leaked a Zoom call from Cashmere Cannabis, one of the premier cannabis brands. So maybe on the other side of the break, we will play that in, and then it's a little 3-minute Zoom call. And then after that, let's get weird this morning. Let's keep talking about some crazy shit. But hey, guys, we got 3 days left. If you count today,
Sith Lord MacGyver.
Sith Lord MacGyver.
But look.
But the tweets have been deleted. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Okay. Well, here we go, guys. On the other side of the break, let's dive down this weird little rabbit hole and see what we can't come up with together. And then we also got a little short clip from you from Cashmere Cannabis. We'll see you on the other side.
Oh, hey. It's Adam McChesney with Ms. Marketing. We specialize in lead generation, filling your pipeline, and taking care of your payments. Give us a call today.
Adam from Ms. Marketing took me from 10 leads to 300 leads in a month, and I became the strongest boy in the schoolyard.
He increased the revenue for my fit charter fishing business by 30% in 1 month. Ms. Marketing.
What was that Facebook algorithm? What was that Instagram? Ms. Marketing.
I know it's late, baby, but you got me thinking about my dream home.
Yeah, girl. You know, Bungeon Property Group doesn't just sell houses, they sell dreams. You know when the best time to talk about dreams is? In the middle of the night. That's why Bungeon Property Group is famously open 24 hours a day, so you can whisper sweet nothings in the middle of the night. Oh yeah. Tell me all your dreams of white picket fences, in-ground pools, and I'll find them for you. In an area with a low crime rate, general proximity to nice parks, walking distance to the grocery store, easy access to the highways. A place where you can offer a quality education to your children, all while feeling safe in your front yard while they play. Let me talk that dream house talk to you. Let me be your dream realtor. Adam Bondred.
shabba.
Hey, ladies.
I'm gonna smoke a little weed, boy.
I wanna grow some trees, boy.
When I grow all the weed that I smoke,
And I blow all the trees that he grows.
and I smoke all the weed that I grow.
And I grow all the trees that he smokes.
Well, I'm growing and I'm smoking.
So I go see Bo.
Puff, pass. And I'm smoke what I grow, yeah.
Grow active solution.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Bo knows hydro.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Grow active solutions.
Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono how to grow. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution.
I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Want a poster looking like me. Checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world.
Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Want a poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp.
It's a stomp, it's a wiggle. Turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf.
Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
Hey guys, it's me, Kippy the Crazy Koala Bear, and I'm here to tell you about James Carlton Insurance.
Kids, quiet down.
It's the best.
Kids, quiet down and listen to Kippy.
Grown-ups need insurance, and Uncle James can help.
Right on.
Grown-ups need insurance. He's got the best reviews on Yelp. Grown-ups need insurance if they want to protect their house.
Yes, sir.
Grown-ups need insurance if they want to properly bury a spouse.
That's a bit morbid.
Grown-ups need insurance if they drive a truck.
Okay.
Grown-ups need insurance just so they don't get...
Whoa, Kippy, you can't...
Well, I was just going to say
cannot.
get in trouble.
Okay, well, it
you
sounded
don't
like
want
you
to
were
get
going
in trouble.
like you were going to say something else. James Carlton, State Farm Insurance. You can find him online at carltoninsurance.net, or you can call him at 314-961-4800.
Native hemp inside of me. 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 I got 1,800 milligrams going real good down my throat. When I wake up in the morning and I need a pick-me-up, well, I grab my bottle of native hemp and I splash it on my tongue. Lap, lap, lap. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me. Native hemp inside of me.
Native hemp extract, available at HoosierSophisticate.com. Enter code HOSO, H-O-S-O, at checkout for an additional 30% off. Hi, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hour 2, Hoosier Sophisticate Morning Show. We're just coming here having conversations with our friends, hopefully starting your day off a little bit better. ladies and germs, counting today, you got 3 days to make something of 2020. So if there's that one thing that's on your list of resolutions that you haven't quite figured out yet, maybe get to work, bud. You got less than 72 hours to make it happen. Sure, it's fine.
Helping?
Yeah, helping a bunch.
Am I helping you?
Helping a whole lot.
Am I helping you?
Or do you have?
Hold your tits.
Are there any things that maybe you didn't, check off your list for this year? Make it happen. Couple days. You got any resolutions for 2021?
Yeah, get at them.
I got a couple.
What are they?
I want to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to be a little Twinkie guy. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I want to learn to play that fucking piano right there.
You're getting good at the drums. I'd focus on that.
Well, they go hand in hand.
You
They're
natural
percussive.
fucking bastard.
I'll give them a little drum. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the
Yeah.
show. We'll give them a little fucking jam sesh.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
I'm into
dude.
it. The thing is Jason keeps piling instruments into this fucking joint, and all I want to do is play instruments.
It's a wonderful
I got
world.
other stuff we got to do.
Sure.
You got any weird?
That video's been deleted.
You don't buy into a whole lot of like the superstitious traditions of holidays. It wouldn't seem like. But you got any like New Year's?
Yeah, I do all the Greek ones.
Is there a Greek New Year's?
When someone moves into a house, you throw a bunch of silver.
Really?
And they get to keep the silver.
Really? That's pretty cool. That's a cool
So
one.
like when people move into their new place, it used to take silver dollars is what my uncle would do.
Okay.
But I would take quarters.
Naturally.
I get like $20 of quarters and just throw them all over somebody's
That's
house.
awesome.
Yeah. So then they get $20 too.
That's great.
But they got to pick up all the
Yeah, if you
quarters.
give it to them like what, not pre-1967, it's actually it's worth its weight in silver. It's worth
There
more
you
than a
go.
quarter.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
silver
pretty
dollars
good.
now, you'd be giving them a fair amount
I'm
of
doing
coin.
that.
Yeah, you're not doing that shit.
It's like a housewarming thing.
I don't want you to be
Keep
that
the demons
prosperous.
away. Keep the demons away.
I'm with that. I love that shit. That's awesome.
So
maybe,
yeah, I
maybe
get
when
it.
I die, maybe put some fucking pennies over
Nah.
my eyes or something.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, just fucking ride the ground, motherfucker. You're not going. You don't get to cross the river Styx. Fuck you. I do.
I'm gonna keep your eyes like this.
Oh, that'd be great. Put toothpicks right here.
Please do that. Please do that for me.
Oh man,
Let's go say hi to. Let's go say goodbye to the body. Oh my God, it happened.
Yeah, that's
I'm just like,
that's the type of shit. There was this funeral video I watched. It's this Irishman's funeral, and like as soon as this casket lowered the ground, he's like, "Help!" He had a fucking recording that he pre-recorded. He's like, "It's dark down here, a little tight, please."
No.
Dude, that's the type of shit. You are welcome to use my body in any way.
I'm gonna use
honestly,
your body.
but I mean,
You said this to me before.
Oddly, I mean, in a most theatrical way. But if you have other designs on other uses, then whatever. I'm not using this vessel anymore. I'm already up. I'm in the cosmos, watching you.
We also throw money at brides and grooms.
Yeah. We did one time. I took
Break
a
the
fucking.
plates.
I took a handful of pennies and threw them right at one guy's head. He didn't even have to get
A
married.
sock full of pennies.
He didn't have to get married. I just wanted to fucking wing some fucking steel at his head.
He dodged it like Bush did with the fucking shoe. Slipping.
Dude, I'll tell you what, looking back on that and after the fucking
Greatest thing
circus
of
that
all
we've
time.
experienced, like, over the last few years, like, I long for the days of George Bush just fucking smirking as he's dipping and dodging shoes. Like, what the fuck was that? That was hilarious. I listen, that is something that I do require, and we didn't have it for the last 4 years, and this isn't a fucking,
You love Trump.
No, this isn't
Or you
a
hate him?
whatever.
You hate him. You
Fuck.
love him.
Whatever,
I hate him.
whatever he is, I don't care. All I need out of my president, I need you to have some moves. You know what I mean? I need you to have I need you to look like you're in your body when you're making athletic moves. You know what I mean? Bush had that. Bush came up there 9/11, fucking rocking fire, throw a fucking strike. You know what I mean? Like,
it's all he wanted to do. He's like, should I be president or commissioner of baseball? I'll be president.
I'll be
make
president, but I'm
Make
going to throw out the
commissioner.
most meaningful first pitch of all time. And I'm a fucking rockin' fire, baby.
I know, dude.
Rockin' fire.
Girardi was like,
Yeah.
oh, dang, dude.
I guess Obama
dang, dude.
played a little bit of basketball, I guess. A little bit.
He had a natural left.
Dude, he
yeah.
had the worst first pitch. Next to Warren G, I think. Was it Warren G that threw one, like, over that way? Like, it was, come on, bud. Where are you from?
Then you had that.
Where I don't care how hard you are, how many singles you hit singles you got. I can't consider you a regulator if you can't get it in the
can't do
general
it. Come on,
direction of
bud.
home plate,
Come
well,
on,
you're
bud.
not regulating. That's a fucking under-regulated throw that you threw to first base.
Was no one there to teach you how to play
What's
catch?
Maybe.
Probably.
It was Watts.
So why you waiting?
Yeah.
Why
Why
you
the
hating
east side
on him
of
is
the
what I'm
LBC.
saying.
He's from
Maybe
Long Beach.
Not everybody had the athletic prowess.
From
as
Long
you.
Beach.
From Long Beach. I don't know, man.
Is there no baseball players in Long Beach? Or no?
A lot of them.
Yeah,
it's a baseball town.
Handful. You can play 365 days a year.
Yeah,
I
it's
used
a
to
good
fucking
college.
tell you what. I used to look at the goddamn kids because that's why a lot of baseball talent comes from the South, right? You can play for 4 seasons down there. You can just play baseball all year round. And I remember thinking as a kid, they can play baseball all 4 fucking seasons.
I know.
How cool is that? Same way with
Florida.
bass fishing.
Florida, yeah.
You want to catch you a fucking 12-pound bass? Go to Florida.
I know.
Texas. That global guy said nobody should be allowed to live in Florida. He said he didn't know why. He doesn't know why people. No, this was a while earlier in the show. He said he watched a show about alligators and can't figure out why in the world anybody would want to live there.
They're
It's just a
everywhere.
place that you want to go.
They're everywhere.
You can't. I wouldn't have a dog. Tell you that.
That's what's crazy about the first people who came over. Juan Menendez, I believe, was his name. One of the first people who came to America before even the Mayflower. He did Saint. Well, yes, Juan
Royal
Menendez.
Treasurer and interim governor of Spanish Florida.
Yes, it was Florida, and it was Saint Augustine. Is that the fucking?
That's where they built the base, right?
Yeah.
Which is like the oldest settlement in the states, right? Yeah.
So, but yeah, he did that whole deal. My favorite thing, and going back to like first pitches and shit.
There was a nun that threw a fucking strike too.
She did like the flip.
Oh, the flip?
Yeah, where she like
No
did
doubt.
the whole leg thing.
Awesome.
But also, my favorite moment, we were talking about Bush and how fucking, what, like, the shit I used to think. I rode my bike to the Obama rally. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, man, I make a difference in the world.
Yeah, sure. Good for
And
you.
I voted
Good
for
for you,
Bush.
by the way.
I voted for Bush the first time because I thought Will Ferrell was hilarious. So my track record's not good, is what I'm saying. It's not good on voting. That's proud. Like, people are like, Steve, you gotta get out and vote. Like, you don't want me voting, bud. I voted for Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? And I'm like, it was funny. So I was like, 4 more years of Bush. My favorite thing a president has ever done, ever, in the history of life, in the history of anything anyone's ever done probably, is it was after 9/11 and Bush, and he's getting interviewed, and you can't really tell where he's at. And he's like, I swear these terrorists will pay. It's the worst thing that ever happened in this country. I will not rest until every man, woman, and child experiences real freedom in this country. Now watch this drive.
Striped it. Striped it, bud. Fucking striped it right down the middle of the fairway.
Yes. He does a little
This is what I'm talking about.
Rodriguez.
This is what I'm fucking talking about, man. I
probably hate you, but in that moment,
I need a little fucking Brett Favre in my leader. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I didn't need a C on Brett Favre's chest to know he was the fucking leader. He
did
was
have
the
a C, though.
gunslinger. He was the goddamn gunslinger. I need my president to be a gunslinger.
A little bit. But I also don't want him to be a complete asshole.
Guten Tag there.
I don't want him to be a
Danielson?
complete.
No, I don't want you to be a cunt.
Yeah, I don't want you to be
know.
a complete.
But I like a guy that's just like, fuck you.
Yeah, I want a guy who has the balls
Yeah.
to say, everyone look at me, I'm going to say the best thing ever, and now I'm going to go hit a fucking
You know how hard it is
golf
to hit
ball
a straight drive? Fucking just stripe a fucking drive?
with everyone watching you?
And
I get it, man. Like, the first tee
You
is
do.
the hardest for me.
You get it.
It's I'm already like, okay, everybody at the fucking tee box is waiting. That's why that's why I love playing with Jen's dad. We're both fucking get a ball, put it up there. Okay, I've done enough practice swings in my life. Okay, we're good to go. I don't get the guys who get up there and they're like, hold on, 1, okay, let me do 2. Oh, that was the good swing. Let me get one more, 1 right here. Okay, let me get up to it. 14 feet. And you're like, asshole, you just took 7 minutes to do that?
Yep.
Who you fucking Sergey Garcia?
Look, there's
You
nothing
Sergey
there's
Garcia?
nothing that makes me want to stick my whole fucking hand down my throat
in
and
my body?
fucking throw up on someone's shoes than a fucking guy that takes
Why you
his
doing
golf
that?
game fucking
Why
super
you doing
seriously.
that? Don't do that.
Like, and then
You shooting 70?
is
Go
just
ahead.
for the same reason we have to remind our kids every now and then that they're playing a game and they have to remember that they're having fun.
The same shit happens with 30 and 40 and 50-year-old men. Are you having fun, asshole? Because you've been cussing and screaming.
You paid $80 to be out here.
You just broke a $130 club because you're mad you hit it a little right? Get a grip, pal.
No one cares.
You're the reason I don't want to play golf. It has nothing. The game's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. I'm a pool player, so it's just pool on a grand scale. You know, like matter of fact, a lot of buddies that I got that were like really good at pool. For a while, they'd be like, I got to take a break for a little bit. But they always transition to golf because it's kind of the same idea. You have to learn how to stroke the ball. And then
you were notorious for playing
That's
golf.
how I putted. That's how I putted.
No, the hole all the way down the fairway.
I'll hit a fucking 70-foot putt with a bend like this. I'll do it.
How did you hold your this hand?
It depends.
Really? You changed?
Yeah, I mean,
that's one thing I never got.
You want to have a closed bridge as often as possible because you have more.
Really?
So
you put it right through here?
Yeah. So you have right through there, and so you have as much control over the cue as possible, so you know exactly.
Damn.
You have accurate
and that's
cue.
why you.
I mean, and then and then of course, if you need to bridge up over something, you got, you're gonna play it right in between.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys who did that.
Yeah. There's no wrong. I mean, but I mean, as long as you can keep your cue from moving up and down, you can shoot with an open bridge as much as you want.
I just never. I would use that thing.
It's a different game.
I'd use that other
the
stick.
bridge. Yeah.
All right.
It's just a
every
bridge.
shot,
even if it's like right on the rim. That's actually pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
That old bridge man's here. Okay.
Put his finger right in that thing.
Alan is good at stroking balls. Oh, geez.
Well, Alan is. They're all asking about Alan this morning. Alan's been gone for a while. His horned up sister fucking made a little horned dog sister, dude. She came on down there talking about squirting and stuff, dude. It was kind of cool, kind of hot. I'll fuck a robot, dude. I mean, you don't know. I'll fuck a robot up.
Them squirt oil all
that's right,
face,
dude.
I
bring the WD-40, dude.
Yeah, man,
You're damn right, dog.
Yeah, man. Just let me get a little bit of that my mullet.
Yeah, just let me get a little bit of that binary trim, dude. Let me get a little binary trim.
Zeros and ones.
Zeros and ones
and
and
boobies and
zeros.
thumbs. Zeros and ones, boobies and thumbs.
Speaking of boobies and thumbs, Steve, we were leaked a Zoom call.
Oh man,
from one of the premier cannabis brands in Missouri.
Globe,
I guess on the Globe. Yeah, but they just opened shop here in Missouri, and
we saw this last night, and I'm still.
We saw it last night. I'm a little shook.
I'm buzzing.
I'm a little shook. So, guys, we want to give you a look inside of the operation. This is a little Zoom call talking about the first quarter earnings from Cashmere Cannabis, the premier luxury cannabis experience.
Let's take a look behind the scenes at a sales meeting over at Cashmere Cannabis, the world's finest premier luxury medicinal marijuana company that cares about patients. We join the meeting already in progress.
Cashmere Cannabis is open for business, and business is booming. Now, you all know my time is very valuable, so let's make this quick. We need to discuss how we're going to keep milking these stoners by pretending we relate to them. Corbin, how are we going to relate to these dopers?
Well, sir, if our research has told us anything, it's that potheads love two things most: Bob Marley and Cheech and Chong. Okay, I guess that's three things. But the point is, our Insta posts asking, what Bob Marley song are y'all chiefing on Rasta Irie Vibration Ya, are off the charts with analytics and engagement. In the next quarter, we're shifting some funds to Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg posts on TikTok, and we expect a very positive return on investment.
I love that idea, Corbin. Keep up the good work. Leighton, baby, what are you working on to capitalize on those hempos? It's blatant, sir. I'll bet it is, Sugar Tits. Listen, we're here to make a little bit of money, not correct what your name is. I'll call you Boo Boo if I want to. Let's go. I'm also the head of HR. That stands for how randy you're making me right now. Anyway, I've been figuring out a way to win the hearts and minds of minorities and poor people disproportionately affected by the war on drugs. And I found this meme of a fist with words like solidarity and freedom and justice, just buzzwords that make people feel all warm and fuzzy without having any actual meaning. It'll be great. Brains and boobies, girl. Well done, Leighton. Hey, Joe, tell me what we're going to do to keep cashing checks on all these Keef sniffers.
Well, sir, I've been working hard on a program to get affordable RSO, Rick Simpson oil, and high-quality homegrown flowers to patients. Education, Rick Simpson oil, and growing a home should be at the forefront of our marketing campaigns. We need to try to rebuild the communities and the families that the war on drugs...
Whoa, easy there, Mother Teresa. I'm trying to cash checks on dopers. I'm not trying to run a Salvation Army.
Well, that's the thing. There won't be insane profits, but we'll all be able to live really comfortably.
Hey, sir. My name is Declan. I know how to make some money for you. I'm just here to take notes, but I know a way to get rid of your shitty weed and make a ton of money, man.
I'm listening.
May I introduce the $23 pre-roll, man?
Good job, everybody involved in that.
Good job, bud.
Good job, everyone involved, and Mike.
Cashmere cannabis
can eat my butthole. Sniff
That's
my
from Denison.
butthole.
And this guy right here, Steve.
What guy?
This guy.
Oh, punch him. Punch that guy in his face. Punch that guy in his stupid face. Oh God, he's so handsome, though.
He's even handsome in cartoons.
God, he's... Oh, God, just let me put a finger in him, you know?
I do know.
God,
Sing me the song of your people, Coach, while I finger blast your beehole, pal. Can I just eat it?
Dang, I want to get inside of it. Cushy, Coach.
Goddamn.
I call him Tush Coach because he helps me with he helps coach my tush.
Okay.
I call him Bush Coach because he helps me trim my bush too. Like sometimes I'll call him and be like, "Hey man, did you see that quote I had? I'm gaining some fans on his page."
Oh, dude, about the dad. It was great.
I mean, that's an easy joke. I've made it before.
You've made it, but they haven't seen it. Not everybody's seen it, bud. Not everybody's seen it.
It was good. I was proud of it.
I
was proud.
You should be proud. People really liked it. It was a good joke.
Good jokes. That's what we're all about. Guys, I love you. And if you want to watch us on Twitch, probably a good idea.
Probably the best spot to do it.
You can put it in your back pocket and leave the audio on, which
can.
is sometimes a problem. Because then you're like, oh, man, I got to put this away. I'm going somewhere important. I'm going to the library church.
Mhm.
And then you're like...
I like library churches.
And then you're like, oh, man, this show's on in the background. And we're all like, butts. And we're all like... buttholes and stuff, and then they're like, whoa man, I can't believe, what is that coming out of your back pocket? And it's like, oh, it's just butt. That's just butt talk, man. Butt and pee-pee talk, you know? Did your parents ever get mad at you for potty talk?
I didn't.
My aunts called it
I don't think
potty
I
talk.
participated too much in
potty talk.
Too much potty talk.
Oh, I was the... Hey, if you can imagine this.
No way.
I was the king of potty talk when I was a kid, dude.
Okay.
I don't know why. It sounds so ridiculous now, and I would never say that to my kids. Like, hey, watch your mouth with all the potty talk. Potty talk? Is that really what my aunt used to call it? I'm just like when you rethink things, and you're like, oh, it's normal. And then you look back on it, and you're like, it wasn't normal for my dad to wake me up with a tea bag every morning. You know what I mean? Like, that's not normal. But when you're a kid, you're like, that's just what dad do. That's what everybody's dads do to wake them up. Little morning, little pressed ham every morning, and you're like, Dad. And you just think everybody's dad does that.
Well, I don't think everybody's dad does that, man.
No. That's what I'm realizing now. But they used to talk about potty talk all the time, and I was always like, butts.
I told my wife about
Stinky
Alan
butts.
and his hilarious jizz jokes, and she was like, they do comedy? And I just stared at her about 5 minutes straight without speaking. She is canceled. Ashley, can I talk to you in the other room?
She asked us?
Asked Dennison if we do comedy.
Okay, let me get this
Can we
straight.
have a word in the other room with Ashley, Dennison? Can we have a word? Because
Oh, I don't condone you hitting her. If that's
It's just butt talk. Gets my clam flowing like the Nile. Please don't stop. Ooh, squirt.
Her clam's flowing like the Nile, so I don't know. Maybe.
So I don't know, Ashley. Why don't you ask?
Hey, divorce
Allison.
her.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Divorce her right now.
Yeah, I would just write the papers. Have
I'll
the
do it
lawyer
for
send
you.
the papers over.
I'll do it for you right
I'd
there.
leave that broad in the dust.
I'm so glad my dad never teabagged me to wake me up. That's what my wife says. Well, your dad did it to me.
Yeah, so all of the teabaggings that you escaped were just passed on to your husband, and that's not being a very good
On our
spouse.
golf trip, her dad's just like, bop, just dropping his nuts
He's
on my
holding
head.
everything up 2 hands.
2 hands. He's
Sure,
a real
naturally.
South City man. Jenny hates when I talk about her dad. Like,
Okay.
so I had to do that. I made a joke one time in bed. No, not like in bed. We weren't being like intimate. But I'm not going to say the joke because she'll murder me. And it's not even really like, it's not bad. I just made it. It's very similar to the Randy story with the top drawer situation. And I made a joke. I was like, well, you should have seen your dad's top drawer. And I couldn't stop laughing myself. I was just making myself laugh. And she's like, you shut up! You shut your mouth! And the more mad she was getting about the situation just made it funnier for me because I'm like, you can't get that
That's
mad
how
about
it
that.
goes. Yeah, yeah.
It's the dumbest thing of all time.
Cusco says just the line of dads outside Steve's house just wake him
Wake
up.
him up. Rise and shine, little Stevie. And I was the best fake sleeper in town.
Yeah, I mean, you just you know, I mean,
It was like the sword and the stone. Which sack is going to wake Steve up?
They're all
Which sack
two-handed?
is going to wake? Well, yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, naturally.
I mean, you could kind of do it.
Yeah, sure you can. I like that. Yeah, that's my deal. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. You know?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my tea bag. Spot works too because you.
They call him Two-Hand Tony. Pulled me open like the jaws of life.
Jesus Christ, Allison. She's worse than Ellen.
She's far worse.
She is.
And she sounds prim and proper.
She is prim, proper. Probably a board worker, like an operator. Operator, won't you help me make this call?
God, he's good, man. No, he's not.
Jim Croce is fucking
awful.
great.
I don't like Jim Croce. He's scary.
He is a little weird looking. That's the Kush coach. Oh, he's done in this town.
Guess who's done in this town?
Oh, I was like David Letterman.
Come on, dude. I gave that one.
Yeah, I got more though. I'm fuck. Don't
really
coddle
love the
him.
Kush coach.
Don't coddle him.
I love you, Kush Coach. I love everything you're bringing to the table.
Especially that
the
two-hander.
big berry balls.
Especially that
baby.
two-hander,
Little
bud.
berry flavored balls. But
holy jeez, I wanted to lick them.
My plants, bud.
What's up with your plants, pal?
I'm in week 3 of flowering. We'll get into it tomorrow. I'll take some pictures.
Okay.
I haven't been able, now that I'm on a 12 and 12.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with that light side.
No, man. And like on Mondays, I leave before the lights turn on, and I don't get home till after the lights go off. So I go Mondays without even seeing them. I tell Jen, I'm like, go in there and FaceTime me.
Yeah. Tell him I love him.
And I'm like, hey.
She's like, you mean your sons? And you're like, no,
No,
fucking
the
plants. What, you want me to write you a book?
Yeah,
Look,
but she's like, I can't. I can't. Legal. Like, what?
She can't legally look at him?
I don't know if she can legally look at him. She hasn't.
Are you her caregiver?
I guess that's just a matter of me putting it on the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
I thought with married people, though.
I'm not sure. I don't think. No, I don't think you're just automatically.
How the fuck is that?
Well,
how the fuck?
God damn! I have such a good answer that I refuse to say on the air.
Well, tell me later.
I will.
How the like? Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
That's 100%.
Picked it up. No.
Yeah. Okay. That one's for us.
Yeah, no, the whole deal is just there's so many fucking red tape bullshit lines through it. Like, I got to make sure my kids don't see it. I'm like, hey.
Well, you wouldn't want to educate your kids from a young age.
That's all I want to do.
About how to
be, how to live in
weird.
symbiosis with nature. You wouldn't want to do that.
It's weird you say that because it's all I want to do.
Huh.
It's weird that you would say that.
Yeah, but what you don't understand, Steve, is that there is no way that you know what is best for you and your children.
Well, actually, I feel like I do.
No, there's a guy a couple grand, 1,000 miles away, a few grand, and he's never lived a day in your shoes. He has no idea what you're living like, but he's got. If you want to be as successful as him, if you want to learn how to fleece people and make six figures for the rest of your life, you should probably listen to what
That doesn't sound right to me. But I feel like they have an undying urge to want to learn too.
Your kids?
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, look.
Let me stamp the glowing white light out of your fucking heart.
Yeah. I do that anyway. That has nothing to do with anything else. I just do that.
I'll have to look into Missouri caregiver laws. I'll tell you the dumbest fucking Missouri caregiver law. Only the parent of a child who needs medicine can be their caregiver. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. If my kid is sick, I want the person who is best qualified to make medicine for them and potentially dose them. I want them giving my kid medicine. I'm there for it. I'll be present for all of it. Don't also give me that job. I don't know if they know what it's like to be the parent of a special needs kid. I can only imagine. I have friends who I get to witness do this, and the amount of help it takes an entire family to move together as a unit to even make that a possibility. Let me give you one more thing to do. Oh, by the way, you're the only person who can cultivate and fucking give your kid medicine.
And if you fuck this up, it could set you back 3 months.
Or
and in 3 months, your kid could be dead.
Right.
Good luck. Sorry, hey, good luck. It's legal. Good luck with that. Meanwhile,
I just wish they would just fucking say what they mean, which is we're not really concerned with it being a medicine. We don't believe it's a medicine. I mean, the fucking head of DHSS, who we put in charge of running this program, does not believe it's a medicine. I wish they would just say, hey, look, we found a spot for our friends to sell $23 fucking joints of grass clippings. Can we just do that? Just don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining, pal.
Yep. Piss on me and let me know. So
yeah, piss in my eager mouth, you fucking pig. Sorry.
Thank you. That's what I was wondering too. Now that God, Since and Suede and the whole Belief crew is up and running, they're vertically integrated.
Yeah. I don't think they have manufacturing going yet. I think they got a license, but I don't think they've got.
Okay, but they cultivated all their own, right?
I would think so, yeah.
So they can set their price for the dispensary.
100%.
So they just said, oh, yeah, we're going to do whatever Archimedes set the price at.
Yep.
They're fucking killing people. They're killing people. They're helping as many people as they think they're helping, as many people as they're fucking turning off to the industry. Fuck them. I will never spend a fucking dime in a Since or Suede dispensary. Now, if they want to change their fucking ways and say,
sure,
dude, we were wrong. You were fucking onto something here. I don't know why we were doing that. Well, some of our marketers in the back room at one of those fucking, like the meeting we just saw got video footage of, they're just in there. Their whole job is to figure out how to fucking make money. Like, they don't care about anything else. They're going to make money. So they're like, okay, this is the way to fucking bank, bud. Mm-hmm. But we're also helping people. So it's okay. No. This is why people like talking to Ricky and people talking to people like Kush Coach, Bo, Dennison, all these people who, Future Farmer, knowing what quality medicine comes from the hands of people I fucking know, love, and see where their hearts are at, we don't have a problem. We don't have a problem getting medicine to people. We have a problem with people keeping the access to only a few people who can get people medicine. That's the fucking issue. That's why all of these arguments that happen on our Facebook pages and all that shit and all the online groups, it all goes back to, well, that's fucking supply and demand. That's just how shit goes. I don't want to hear that at all. I just want them to take the reins off the fucking people who want to do it. Because right now, we're not letting the problem solvers solve the problem. Because if you said, hey, we got a medicine shortage, be like, okay, everybody put your fucking work boots on. We're going to go grow some fire medicine. And the joy you get from helping someone is like no other joy you'll get in your life. So there's a solution to a problem that we have created ourselves, and then we're not allowing the solution to ever even come to fruition.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're good.
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
I thought it was.
No, you were rocking. You were rocking. No, you're good.
Finally got rid of my headache after not smoking.
Well, that's the deal. We don't have a problem getting anybody medicine. What we have is we have gates that we created. We put these gates up, and they're like, why is it so slow to get everybody? No, they could have fucking flipped the switch in 2018 and said, guys, look, they actually did. They said, hey, immaculate conception. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yep.
You don't. Now, law enforcement didn't have a fucking idea about any of this, but that was the rules. It was like, hey, we can't ask you where it came from. Stay within your limits. Rock and roll.
Yep.
At that moment, we should have been able to just fucking right immediately, fucking boom, boom, boom.
Yep. The black market, they should have said, we're sorry we were wrong.
Yep.
Go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. We're going to stay.
Yeah, the problem there is then the black market would have to like identify itself, right?
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, we're not going to criminalize you. However you're getting your weed.
Get it to them.
And we don't care if you're shipping it across
Guys,
state
in 2
line.
years.
I don't care. You're doing a service to the fucking community.
In 2 years, we're going to have a market with stores that you can go to, and that market is going to be bountiful, and it's going to have to compete with the black market that's already serving you. That's how you fix price gouging. You got to fucking open the gates.
And it's so fucking ridiculous that it is still black market, street market, whatever you want to call it. The fucking real people who have been putting in the work for years and years and years, taking the risks, knowing that this plant can be a medicine. I didn't even realize the potential it had until a few, 5-6 years ago, realizing. And now I don't want people who are coming into dispensaries for the first time trying it after years of nothing fucking helping them. They can't get a fucking good night's sleep. They can't get a relief from their pain. Their back hurts all the time. They're struggling, man. They're struggling in all aspects. And some grass can help them, but not actual grass that the dispensaries are selling them. I don't want them to go into a dispensary the first time, try something and say, God, it's kind of gross, not for me. Like, gave me a headache, wasn't that good, it didn't have the smell I wanted, didn't have the taste I wanted, it was worse than a cigarette. I'm going back to whatever I was doing before. This ain't helping me. To where if they would have got someone's medicine that's cultivated in love, and you let these home growers grow 30 different kinds, and it's like the beginning of How High, when he goes, hey man, knocking on the door, he's like, I need something, my dick won't work, or whatever he says, and he's like, oh, I got something for you. He had a different cultivar for each thing in How High back in the day.
Sure.
And that was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. Even in Menace to Society, it's like, hey baby, hand me that shit over there. Don't Be a Menace, that movie, and it's got like all these little things in the bottles labeled shit. He's like, pass me that shit over. He's like, you got shit. We know this has been a medicine forever and ever and ever. Let these people who love plants, they fucking love them. It's in their blood. It's in their bones. It's in the soil of their soul. They love it. Let them go. Like Kush Coach was saying, it's like, I got a book with all the plant medicines. Future Farmer, it's like, yeah, you got a problem with this? Go get some fucking dandelions, you dolt, and fucking boil them down to a tea. You're going to be feeling better. And you're like, that ain't never going to work. I got to go buy a $7 pack of pills from the store. Then what blew my mind was...
over 90% of the world's medicine comes from plants.
That's what blew my mind. What was it? A Fantastic Fungi or one of those movies drops that little bit of knowledge, and I'm like... Oh, I think it was Sacred Medicine or Sacred. What was that movie called where they took 7 people out to the rainforest or 11 people and tried to heal them? Sacred Science.
I think it was the Sacred Science.
Sacred Science. That is unbelievable.
Oh, my percentage was way off. More than 80,000 plant species is also the world's largest medicine cabinet, with around 25% of all drugs used today derived from rainforest plants. But that's just the rainforest. Yeah. I mean, like you said, the fucking dandelion that grows in your yard, and that's, Kush Coach was saying maybe don't show your kids plants, but have the conversation with them about plant medicine. We do. That's something that I can say in our group. Like, we're all having very open, honest conversations with our children. I hope anyway. Like, that's something that people, ask us. Well, how do you handle when your kids ask questions? And I'm like, I fucking tell them the truth. Like the human being, the informed human being I want them to be. I don't want my kids to grow up fucking guessing at shit and looking back and being like, why would he lie to me about something so trivial?
Oh, dude, older brothers gave me all the information. They didn't know shit.
And that's the thing.
Older
like
brothers
we have
gave
an
me all.
opportunity to just answer these questions. Like that's how we evolve. We learn things, and then we make those things like just, passing knowledge for our kids. Our kid asks a question, not to mention, our kids get to see, like, we don't hide our kids from the tragedies of sick kids or anything like that. Our kids are involved in charitable giving, and like they see people that are hurting that cannabis is helping on a daily basis. All of our kids talk about cannabis as if it's medicine. And because of that, I feel really good about, like, my oldest son will probably come to cannabis way later than I ever. I don't, maybe he'll fucking watch this, but I think he'll come to it way later than I ever did. Because he doesn't have that taboo thing attached to it.
I don't think my Ollie will ever do it. I don't think he's just into it.
Just talking about it, like, just not that into it, like...
Ollie stumped at school for Amendment 2. Went to school, made a poster, him and his buddy, which is so funny, his buddy's parents are Church of Latter-day Saints, maybe. They don't celebrate Halloween and birthdays.
A lot of Assemblies of God don't do that either.
Maybe that's what they were.
They celebrate
like
Christmas,
really,
but they
really
don't
well-to-do, moved away
that's
from
where
Afton.
The coach is going right there.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm going to get the coach on the old computer here.
But... he went there, and it was pretty interesting because I was like, ooh, shit. The teachers are going to start asking questions. His teacher loved him so much, saw what a good kid he was, and said, oh, cool, I'm going to look into this a little more. I got to talk to the teacher. She's like, hey, want to let you know your son's doing this. I was like, yeah, I couldn't be more proud of him. And kudos to Afton because she was like, we couldn't be more proud of him either. He's standing for something. He told us all about kids with epilepsy and how it helps them.
Cool.
And I was like, damn, dude, even these teachers at the school are like, you don't think we fucking know people who smoke or smoke ourselves? We're fucking teachers. How do you think we deal with this shit every fucking day?
Just happened there? The hardest partiers I know.
Teachers and
being
nurses.
Elementary school
Oh,
teachers.
God, yeah, teachers and nurses, bud. But then the principal ended up getting cancer, and then it became a topic of RSO. Okay.
Yeah, I just lost a lot of stuff. That's okay. We're good.
What, the comments?
We're good. We're all
been
good.
up.
I just lost my link to the studio computer and everything too.
Oh, poor little guy. My life's stupid. Yeah, so, dude, I'm so proud. I am so proud. That's the best thing. Dude, I got a picture of him with his poster. He drew the whole poster.
and there's a lot of mirroring here because I feel like you and I are always we try to, I think, maybe hold each other in the balance a little bit. If you're going manic, I'm going depressive, and vice versa. So while your kid is doing this,
We got to yeet and yoink.
While your kid is winning the hearts and minds of his teachers,
Oh yeah, for real.
my kid is rallying the fucking troops as the dare officer comes in and starts talking about
You gotta appreciate
the
that.
dangers of marijuana. And of course, my son raises his hand and said, "You talk to us like we don't have Google." Cannabis.
Where does he get it?
Cannabis is a mess.
Pray
tell. Where's this fucking little buster get it? Who taught him to talk like that? So then I get a call from the assistant principal and his counselor.
You gotta get this kid out of here. He's
Yeah,
Googling
basically it's
everything.
just like, they're like, hey, we thought we should let you know. And I'm like, all right, well, here's the deal. You should know about me that I have a radio show. One of the primary topics we talk about is cannabis, and cannabis is medicine. And a lot of the stuff we do is community outreach, and we try to help people out. So I just wanted to give you a background on why my son is maybe so well informed on this. And I was like, you know, I can't say that I'm going to punish him for this. I was like, but here's what I will do. I was like, there's a right and a wrong way to communicate this information. This is the wrong way for him to be disrespectful. He's supposed to be respectful, and so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, I still, you know, I'll bring him to detention. You want to give him detention? That's fine. I'll bring him to detention one day for doing this the wrong way. It's fine. You guys want to punish him?
Yeah, fine.
And so when I had the conversation with my son, when I came home, I said, I want you to understand that you said and did the right thing. You stood for truth. For a truth that you get to live with me every day. You are privy to information that a lot of kids aren't, and because I'm not their parents, I can't ask them. Because the gal did mention, I said, well, how would you like me to communicate with my son? She's like, well, there is some things that maybe are, maybe not age appropriate for kids. And I go, yeah, see, that's where you're losing me, because the truth will always be appropriate for my kids. My kid didn't say anything that was wrong. Now, knowing my son, I could see he probably went about it in a very disrespectful and disruptive way, and that's what we're punishing him for. We're not punishing him for the truth. We're punishing him for
punishing him for talking to people like this.
Like this? Bud? You fucking idiot. Are you listening? So anyway, then he comes home. He comes home, and I tell him, hey, you're not in trouble for what you said. As a matter of fact, I applaud you for what you said. You make me very proud with what you said and standing up for truth. However, you went about it the wrong way. You being disruptive and disrespectful and basically turning it into pandemonium in the classroom, that's the problem here. Not the fact that you talked about the
classroom pandemonium.
Yeah, not the fact that you told the truth. Also, it's important that you understand that the reason I'm bringing you to detention is that some things, sometimes standing up for what's right and saying what's right is worth going to jail for. That's the deal. That's the best lesson that you're going to get out of this. Sometimes standing up for the right thing and being a voice for the truth and the downtrodden is worth going to jail for. And you get to decide when that is.
I remember back in high school during a DARE assembly, the DARE officer was going on about DUIs and how dangerous marijuana is and all that. And I asked about if I smoked weed 20 days ago but still have it in my urine, if I'd get a DUI for it. And he said, they, of course, said yes, and I said, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. They were so pissed. I got a picture.
He's right.
Of this. There's my boy. That's his.
Yeah, I remember his Amendment 2. God, can you imagine we were just using these little kids?
Amendment 2, it can help kids with diseases like cancer and epilepsy, so vote. Amendment 2, veterans are also getting more money, but you're going to read our opinions. And then one kid, they asked for comments after, also write an X if you're going to vote. One person wrote, one kid in his class voted no. One kid in his class is like, bud.
I've seen what happens. Have you ever seen an egg in a skillet, bud? Or you think I'm going to vote for that?
And they got a lot of yeses. A lot of people are yesing. And then he said, write any comments if you had one, and some kid goes, my dad has diabetes. Just throwing it out there.
Get the kid's dad some pot, dude.
Yeah,
I like it. The kid's just out there trying to make some moves. Hey, look.
My dad's got diabetes.
As long as we're talking about medicine, guys, my pop's got the sugar foot.
I like
Maybe
that.
we can give him a little...
help him out, man.
Maybe give him a little...
Chill him out a little
some
bit.
medicine.
My mommy and daddy fight a lot less after they do some medicine. Then sometimes they wrestle.
I just think it's kind of weird they take the time to take their clothes off first.
That's weird. But sometimes wrestlers only wear their underpants.
So I guess it makes sense. Just trying to imitate their favorite wrestlers. I think my mom was Superfly Snuka.
Dad gave Mom the people's elbow.
She's into it.
The people's fist up to the elbow.
Oh, see
Up to the
now.
elbow.
Up to the elbow. Good God Almighty! Have some
get on
booth,
somewhere.
pal.
Come
Have
on,
some
dude.
booth,
No.
would ya?
We're not gonna do the yeet. We're not gonna do the yeet. And
Who's
we're not
yeeting?
gonna do that. We're not
Who's
gonna
yeeting?
do. That's
Oh.
over, right?
What yeet?
Mad
Oh, no,
respect,
people are
Craig.
still-
Why is someone saying that?
I think because I made him fucking do jail time. My kid. That was going back to.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
Yeah, right on.
Good for you.
Good thing for you. Good thing.
Good for you.
Breathe.
It's exactly where I was going to go.
Exactly where you're going, bro.
Exactly, bro. Oh,
Mean ass,
bro.
wicked mean, sweet ass.
We got a big segment coming up tomorrow that I'm really excited about. We're going to bring Makate on in the 9 o'clock hour.
Okay.
And we're going to have a good time.
Dude, Makate
so fun.
is redonkulously talented.
He is.
Very, very talented man. I love him.
Hey, don't tell us what to do, Kush Coach. Appreciate it. Don't tell us what to do. You guys need to skit of 26-year-olds.
Of 26-year-olds. So kind of like what we're doing, because we're like 26 and buff.
I'm 27, probably.
We're 26 and buff, bro. I don't know, man.
I'm the fucking strongest
We were just
dude in
talking
the
about how hard it is. You know, we keep.
How hard it is to do a cartwheel?
Oh, please do.
You think I can do it?
Right. Don't go into the drum kit. Okay, that's a little round offish, but no, I appreciate that. That was nice. That was good, dude. It filmed really. Oh, that's a lot of body control, boss.
I can walk on my hands too.
Can you? Nice, dude. That's great. Good for you. Good for you.
Done that
Been
in
a
a
while.
while.
That's a good workout.
I haven't done that in a while.
It's a good workout. You know, you famously, I love your analogy. It's like, just stop punching me in the dick. I'm not thanking you for punching me in the dick.
Take weekends off. Oh,
We've
cool,
got,
thanks, bud.
we've got exactly. Yeah, for real.
Cool.
I get fucking 15% of my life to myself. Cool.
Wednesdays and
Thanks.
Saturdays,
Maybe
I
I
get
can do
punched in the
somebody
dick.
else's bidding on those days that I'm not conscripted to do labor for you, sir.
Yeah, I'll get
or
fisted
madam
on those.
Yeah, so it's all these fucking. It's like, guys, we can't get medicine. It's fucking growing all around us. Yeah, but we built a fucking fence. We built the fence to keep it out.
I know.
And all you gotta do is just open the fucking
Just
gate.
go out there and
bud.
grab some.
Just open the gate. It'll even if you leave the gate open, it'll just start growing in.
People been growing. Yeah.
It'll just start growing in.
creeping
It'll
weed.
creep right in there.
Creeping with Carolina, creeping weed.
Just open the gates and punch through. Like a gentleman's fist after a long night of shots. Ooh, squirt. JIZZZZZZZZZZZZZZ.
There he is.
There's my guy.
There he
There's
is.
my guy.
Oh,
There's
Alan,
my
we've
guy.
missed you. We've missed you.
I miss that guy.
I wish I could say the same.
Well, fuck you, Alan. Go back. Go get your sister. She was more fun anyway.
Remember fucking 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street?
Yes.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, that's Hefe.
Dude, honestly, that movie, both of those movies gave me so much mad respect for Channing Tatum.
Totally, dude.
I mean, I went from I don't
Hey,
really
fine,
get it.
it's
I just
fine,
don't get
it's
it.
fine,
More
it's
than anything, I
fine.
just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
You
like,
didn't get?
I really,
Dude.
I mean,
He's good looking.
He's good looking.
He looks like a dork.
He's
though.
not what I would go for. Like, he's not my fucking look. You know.
Yeah, I get
I
you.
like a little more rugged guy.
Yeah, I
he's
get you.
he's
He's
kind of
pretty.
got.
He's
I mean, he's pretty. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fine. But whatever. I don't really get it. But then I watch that movie. I'm like, oh, I get it.
He's
This is a guy that
hilarious.
keep me laughing and coming. Yeah,
Laugh,
I get
laugh,
it.
laugh. Come, come, come.
Laugh,
laugh,
come.
laugh, laugh, and come.
Laugh and come.
Ha 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 ha. Let's hear from everybody on the Twitch feed. You can listen to the Twitch feed
Fuck yeah, you
and
can.
keep us in your back pocket. And I'll go like this. And you put that phone right near your butthole. And it'll be like, imagine this. You ever do this move?
Oh, dude, I'll hum a whole song in there. I like Blue Danube or something like that. You know, like the 1812 Overture. I'm about to fly to the Bumblebee. I get in there and fly to the Bumblebee. Fly to the Bumblebee? We'll shoot her off like a rocket. Take that to the bank,
I thought
Jack.
you were going to do something like Blue. How does it feel? I see a ship in the harbor. What was that
Laugh
Seth Rogen End of the World
and
movie where he ends up as Danny
laugh
McBride's bitch?
and come. Laugh and come.
Okay.
Say it one more time. Do it again.
Oh, okay.
Do it one more time. Again.
Laugh and come. Laugh and come. Laugh and come.
Why does he say come like that?
Come.
It was called This Is the End, and that's one of the greatest movies of all time. Not really. It's pretty damn funny, though. Danny McBride eats all their food when it's the end of the world. Jenny hated it. I would watch it all the time. I would watch it.
I thought End of the World, or this is the end?
I think so.
Fucking Channing Tatum's character was outrageous in that.
He's just at the end when he's dressed in the Gimp mask.
I thought he was the Gimp the whole time.
No, it just happens at the end when Danny McBride comes back as the warlord.
Okay, I need to
make
revisit
him go out.
I need to revisit the
And
surprise
Michael
of that
Cera.
with Michael Cera. He fucking unbelievable.
Having sex with those
They were like,
hookers.
here, let's make Michael Cera like the exact opposite of everything that he is.
I know.
Which was great. It was awesome.
So good, dude. That's a great movie. Spell it. Come.
Don't listen.
Don't pressure drop, Nick. You don't come on here and your first comment is like, do better, do it like me,
do it like me,
do it like
man.
me. This is how I would
Is there
do it.
any
If
way
I was
you
running
guys
the
can
show.
do what I fucking say?
Here, I know how to do this better than you.
Hey,
No offense. Know how to do this better than you. Do this.
maybe fucking try it Nick's way.
Nick.
Just
Nick's
do
way.
it once,
Nick's
and then
way.
if you don't like it, whatever. It's fine.
You don't have to
Yeah,
do
you
it
don't
Nick's
have to
way
do it.
anymore. My
Just
way's
maybe
right.
you just do it like I would do
I'm
it.
Nick, and my way's right. Blunt man to kill. I wanna put my fingers inside your mouth and let you suck on them, and then I'll be like, "What are you doing? You don't know where these fingers have been, but they've been inside you." So it's kind of like a full circle thing. You just wait, he says. I think he typed that before I started singing that. I think he typed it before
I was just thinking of
I started singing it.
wafting in the pungent aroma of Ricky's insides.
Oh man, that would be like fucking lavender and frankincense.
Linolene, I think is what was that what they call that? Is that yeah.
Yep. You want to have one of them take us to break?
Sure.
You want to have that? Just copy and paste it, bitch.
Oh,
What?
you think that's how it's supposed
Oh,
to be?
try it and find out. Try it and find out. Here's a challenge to any guy who wants to be a man today. You come up here. You can get one of these. I'd love to see it. You come up here. I'll guarantee you two. I guarantee it. I downloaded a UFC fighting game on Xbox. Okay, bud? I'm fired up right now. You come in here, you're going to get one, you're going to get two. And maybe the third one too, but that's a surprise. It's a special surprise. It's about time.
Yeah, Alan, you mind taking us into break, brother?
On the other side of the break, I am going to come on Nick's face. Ooh, squirt. Jizz z z z z z z z z z z z z z.
James Carlton Insurance 314-961-4800.
Handsome,
Amazing,
astonishing,
astounding,
fabulous,
incredible,
fantastical,
phenomenal,
prodigious,
stupendous,
unbelievable,
wondrous,
divine.
fantastical.
No, seriously, he's fantastical.
You got a house.
Go on and get it insured.
You got a car.
You gotta get it insured.
You got a life.
Go on and get it insured. CarltonInsurance.net.
Fantastic. Stupendous. Fantastic.
Hey, boys and girls, I'm talking about native hemp extract. That CBD.
That CBD
Inside of me.
inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Sweet delicious CBD. That CBD.
That CBD.
Got the CBD. CBD native hemp. That CBD.
That CBD.
You can get it from me.
I can.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
Inside inside of me.
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 No. Inside of me.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
Native hemp extract. 1,800 milligrams of total cannabinoid goodness from Pike County, Illinois. Get yours at HoosierSophisticate.com.
I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world.
Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp.
It's a stomp, it's a wiggle, turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet, head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf.
Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
James Carlton. James Carlton. James Carlton. You gotta get your insurance. Gotta get that State Farm insurance.
You think you found the best insurance agent in the game? Well, I got news for you. I did, and it's James Carlton. State Farm. CarltonInsurance.net.
961-4800. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Welcome back. Hour 3, Hoosier Sophisticate Morning Show. It's Tuesday. I've been having a lot of fun with our little conversations today.
I've been having fun with you.
I've been having some fun with you. I'm just going to get myself plugged up here so I can stay hooked up into the world. Yeah. Just stand back there and take it all in. I dig it. I'm a fan. I don't hate it a bit. I don't hate it a damn bit, pal.
It's pretty cool, man.
Let's see. What were we going to talk about on the other side of the break?
Fisting Ricky.
We were talking about Fisting Ricky, pungent aroma of his insides. I remember that. I'm excited to see him soon. I haven't seen anybody from the Kansas City side of the state in quite a while. I went down to Springfield over the weekend and went ahead and celebrated Christmas with my mom and my sis, and my brother made the trip down with me, and I was picking up my son, and
I've said it a million times. Kansas City smells like fart.
Did you know what for real smells like fart? Atlantic City.
Terra Haute.
Atlantic City smells like the fartiest fart you've ever farted.
So does Terra Haute.
Really? A lot of sulfur in the water or something? Yeah.
There's
Like they
a
actually
line-
have like Egg Harbor, New Jersey. And it smells like straight up rotten eggs when you're rolling into
Why?
Atlantic City. Fuck, I don't know. Figure it out, guys. I don't know. Figure it out. Something kind of cool. My son was hanging out with the other side of his family on Chris. I met him on Christmas Eve evening, and so he was there for Christmas, and then the next day, and then I went down. I picked him up on Sunday, and I got to his sister.
We got to pick her up, and she came back with us for the week. And man, just seeing her and little Trevor, they're the same age.
Yeah.
So they're just running amok, having a blast. And
Did you have a good Christmas? I don't know if we even talked about it, did we?
Yeah, I had a great Christmas. It's always, I got thinking about it. We had, so we do on the 23rd, we go down to my mother-in-law's, and then we stay the night on the 23rd. So we have Christmas on Christmas Eve morning at the in-laws. And, we're just a few weeks ago, not last Monday, but the Monday before that, we had my brother-in-law Brennan in here. He's the proprietor of the Cola Lounge, the St. Louis Cannabis Club. And we had a really nice conversation with him. And so I got to thinking, we had like some fun. We had like Wolfpack or something playing, and we're all making breakfast. Miss and Ashley are working up some breakfast dishes, and Brennan and I are sitting there hanging out, and we're just all dancing around the kitchen. I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, this is how I want to spend my holidays, just dancing and singing with some cool kids. My sister-in-law Ashley just published her book, which is amazing. Like, it's of all of her color series that she did, and man, it is just a nice. I mean, this book is like a couple $100. It's a nice hardback, thick paper. Like, you can almost feel the art just projecting off the pages. I'm super proud of her for it. And so like we're just all hanging, man. Like, and I got to look around. I'm like, I'm pretty blessed, man. Our kids are just running amok. We're playing games, and it was all good, dude. It was great.
Great, dude. That's like that. I don't want to get too much into the movie Soul if you haven't seen it. But
I plan on watching it probably tonight.
It deals with a lot of that. The kids were into it, but then they went away halfway through.
It's hard to get my kids to sit down for a whole movie of anything.
It's timing with us. If it's later, they'll sit down and watch it. If it's earlier, they got something.
They got stuff to do.
Unless it really ropes them in, there are a few movies that'll do that. But Soul definitely deals with what's real. What are your real moments? Yeah, like he's a piano player, so he finds the zone when he's playing in the zone, and that's kind of the land of lost souls and people who are in the zone. Like, sometimes your zone can become an obsession, and then your soul gets like this coating over it, and you can't transfer any of that energy anywhere because now you're stuck in this place. So it's this very weird dynamic of all that. And dude, the Christmas I had was fucking beautiful.
Tell me about it.
The family was great. Getting to hang with my family. I told you we played that game. I think Jenna Kroll has brought it out before. It's like you get to ask questions, and it was very interesting to hear like my stepdad and mom try to answer these questions, like what's your greatest weakness and what do you wish you could have done better in your life, and all these kind of like, oh, and the person is supposed to answer the question, and the rest of the family tries to guess, and I got like the first 6, and everyone's like, Jesus Christ, and I'm like, yeah. The stoner black sheep of the family cares about you.
Yeah, he
listens.
He
listens and knows you people. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's serious. I'm here for that shit. And then my sister, of course, Miss Competitive, is like, oh yeah, I'll know everything about everybody. And then it got to be like, in the family, like, what's the country I want? What do I do before I eat dinner? And it's like,
yeah, I don't know. What do you do? I
take
crank one out.
Yeah, cry.
Get
like
the baby batter off the brain.
But I'll show you this real quick. Like, this sums up my Christmas right here. Look at that picture.
Dude, it's the best.
That picture, and then there's one of Ollie too.
Dude, it is the best. Like, seeing kid, that was that's great. Both of them. That's dude. Awesome, man. Like, it really is.
Jenny and I did good. We struggled all the way fucking through it, but then we came out on the other side like.
Yeah, and that was something that I struggled with a little bit too. Was like just kind of I mean, COVID's been a different kind of year financially, and it's been weird. And our kids are pretty good about like understanding our station, and like so they and they're not like crazy in their requests for what they want, and so I'm grateful for it. Like, I kept having to kind of get it out of them a little bit. Like, well, what do you want? I'm like, I'll think about it. I'm like, well, we're running out of time. What, is there anything that we can check off, And he's like, yeah. Nothing. So they want some like nice gaming headphones, stuff like that. Yeah. We were able to make it happen. Landon wants to build himself a skateboard. Cool. And
20 people on Twitch?
What's up?
What's freaks coming from?
What's up there,
your
Twitch?
Friends to the Twitch convo, man. Yeah, no, it's cool. The kids now, though, I remember Christmas seemed like more of a big deal for me and my family because I wasn't getting presents from the in-laws all year, grandmas and stuff. Like, my grandma was poor as fuck. Like, my deal going to my grandma's was she had this fucking monster truck shirt that I got to wear when I was there. Like that, I was like, well, fucking sleep in that monster truck shirt. It was like a fucking, remember old school thin shirts. Remember that? Like after a while, they were just see-through.
Yeah.
And it had like that plastic iron-on
Plastisol, yeah.
Is that what that shit's called? And that was the only part left on the shirt. The rest of the shirt was deteriorating, and she had candy.
It was a sleeping shirt. Yeah.
They weren't getting my grandma, the grandmas in the family now, my mom and Jen's mom. If the kids go to fucking Lowe's with them, they end up coming back with a toy. I'm like, how did you find a fucking toy at Lowe's?
Yeah.
A toe at Loy's.
A toe at Loy's?
How did you do that? And they're like, oh, he found it, he wanted it, so he got it. So now when Christmas comes, they're
What's
like,
the deal, guys?
I fucking got everything. And then you see like the old toys catalogs.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the best. I'd circle it.
And KB Toys. Remember going to KB Toys and being like, information overload.
I love that shit. Now they don't really have that. There's a few things, but it's interesting the things they do like.
Yeah.
You know, you can get a TV and a PlayStation and all this weird shit, but they'll get a dinosaur doll that they're like, dude, this is the best thing I ever fucking, this is all I want to play with forever. And I'm like, that's still so cool that they're like, I had a Cabbage Patch doll for a while that I was like, this is my dude right here. Like, a weird connection to this toy that I had. You know, I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. I'm seeing it with my own kids now. So Christmas was great.
Christmas was great, man.
I got some kind of little breaking
news. My
mother-in-law
got a pipe from I got her a pipe here from Sweet Leaf.
Nice.
Seashell.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites.
And well, she's just ocean thing. Like if she, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd have her a nice little set up on the beach. Because that's all
Get
that she
her
wants.
Far away from the fucking.
Well, I love her. I'm gonna have my place right next door. But
like Tahiti or somewhere across the
Bora
fucking
Bora. It's gonna be fucking great. But when she opened it, she was over the moon, man, and that was really, really cool. I love hitting. I got gifted my brother one of Jason's, a couple of Jason's little mushroom pendants because he's really big into mycology. I know I'm gonna get myself.
Did you give him that one?
Yeah, I gave him a couple of them.
What do you think?
He thought it was fucking awesome. Yeah. The only thing I regret is not having like a leather cord or something.
Why didn't you?
I'll do it next time. I'll give him another one.
He told you.
I'll
to
make
take
another
one.
one.
Didn't he? Like the hemp.
No, he didn't. But I should have. I should have just got that.
Buy one.
Whatever.
We sell them.
We sell them here.
We have them.
Oh, I was just gonna go to like Michael's or something.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to a dispensary and buy it. What is he doing? You embarrass me. You embarrass me. You come on my fucking show. You embarrass me.
You don't buy it from the fucking
embarrass me in
house.
front of my friends. You don't embarrass me in front of my friends. Come on, bud.
That's what we're doing now.
Show me a little respect. Act like you've been in my fucking kitchen before, you know?
Speaking of kitchens, I just, about an hour ago, there's a post on Missouri Cannabis Network about the Robots Kitchen has been hard at work to get robots ready for the new year. And those are all those gummies coming out.
Okay.
And I have an affinity to just kind of, this person's from Kansas City, I think. But the fact that they're aligning themselves with the dickheads from Clover is kind of like, I don't like you already. And what really bugs me, and I don't know if they're associated with them. I don't think they are associated with them, but they're all going to be with Clover as far as manufacturing goes. Keef Cola. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Keef is like a national brand.
Yes, go away. Go away right now. I'm going to tell you right fucking now.
Well,
go away, Keef Cola.
It's only like $20 for a 10 milligram can.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't need your sugary bullshit. While people are waiting for RSO, you're going to come out here and say, hey, fucking dude, you want some fucking soda? Some medicinal sugary soda?
We use pure cane sugar, so that way it's a lot more healthy for people when they think they're getting medicine and we're overcharging them for it. I'm straight fisting these people. Don't worry about what I do. I'm Satan.
So that's what I'm worried about. No, I'm not worried about it. I'm just fucking kind of like, fuck you, man. Fucking gummies and fucking soda. That's what we're doing. And I get it.
I could tell you where to stick the can. How about over here in my eager open anus? Ooh, squirt.
Okay.
That's where he would like. Okay. That's where he would like them to stick their $20 can.
I'll do it. I'll buy one for that. It's bugging me. It's bugging me, and everyone says, Steve, chill out. Chill out. I will never chill out. No, I'll chill out. Maybe I need one of them sodas.
Give me a soda, bro, and I'll chill to the max,
medicinal
man.
soda, man.
Remember Pepsi Max?
Do
Well,
the-
I'm trying to have some of that chill to the max, bro.
Do the do. Keef do. It's Keef do. When you're gonna play your video games, dude, and you want to get a little buzz
You gotta get a
on,
little Code Red Keef do.
Yeah, Code Red Keef do. That's what we're doing, man. I'll do cartwheels for Keef do. I'm not gonna do another cartwheel. Okay, I hurt myself.
So another thing for Steve to be bitter about, I just, and I don't like people bringing in companies from across California, Colorado. I don't like it. I want Missourians to have the first crack at this shit. And I know the one guy's supposed to be from Kansas City. Guess what, bitch face? You left. You fucking left. I stayed here. I had chances to leave. And the reason I didn't leave is so when I came back to town, people couldn't call me bitch face. And so guess what? I reserve all rights to call you fucking nipple tits. Okay? Pimple tits? How about that? How about that, pimple tits?
Pimple tits?
You want some of that?
You want some of that?
You want more of
Pimple
it?
tilt skin?
Nipple tits? I like nipple tits too.
Nipple
Titty
tit skin?
nips? Titty nip skins? You want some? I'll give it to you. We'll battle.
All right, I got our next skit.
Okay.
It's
Nipple
it's
titty milk.
titty nipskins.
Titty nipskins.
It's like Teddy Ruxpin, but he's just all titty. He's a little furry little titty.
It's just a tit that talks into
You
the
gotta put a little
nipple.
cassette tape in the back of it.
I go, that freaky thing, Teddy Ruxpin back in the day, and my stepbrother was like, dude,
Fucking talk
who's my
about
only
Teddy
friend
Ruxpin.
for a minute?
I'm a fan of Teddy Ruxpin.
It was great, though. I burned him so hard. My stepbrother is cousin Eddie. My stepbrother's straight cousin Eddie. It's just me going.
You're Clark and he's cousin
And
Eddie?
the whole time, he's like, dude, going bald? I can't believe it, dude. I can see your scalp from here. What an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I'll probably never go bald. And he's got a thick, luscious. He's just that guy. Like, I didn't even realize you were going that bald.
Yeah.
I'm not really ripping on you, but whoa.
But what's the deal?
But what's the fun? And I'm like, fine, whatever. But so we're playing the game. And this one kid, the question was, what would you do with $1 million? And one of the kids is like, I'd buy a boat. And my stepbrother's like, yeah, dude, because he's got like 8 boats. And I'm like, oh, you don't fucking buy a boat? That's a terrible investment. You're going to end up with 8 boats and 0 friends to go riding with like this guy. And he goes, damn. I was like,
Yeah, fucking bald. Am I still bald, motherfucker? Am I still bald for you?
I was doing a...
like a Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis. My man.
Ray Lewis did right
Good
out
for
of there.
you. Can't top an auto. Are we having 2 conversations? Steve, don't chill out. Hold their feet to the fire. The truth deserves our commitment.
Yeah, girl.
Soda and candy is not
Soda and candy's
medicine.
not medicine. Soda and candy's not medicine, guys. Quit coming here and saying, hey, man, I'm from Colorado and you stupid Missourians wouldn't even know soda, medicinal soda, if it came up and your artificial intelligence machine shoved it up his eager rectum. You know? They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
So I'm just struggling with it because I thought I'd be in a place where I'm like, yes. And if this is all wreck, I don't have a thing to say. Give me all the soda. Give me every option you got. Let the people
Yeah,
decide.
give me a weed IV, man.
Do anything you want.
Sure.
Like, I don't care at that point. I really don't care at this point. I just think the way they fucking stole people's money from the beginning and said only these people get licenses, and now companies like Clover are saying, come on, robots. Other people in other states know about you. Come over here. We're sitting on 1,000 pounds, and we get 200.
Is robots... Are you saying like robots that are like making all this mess, or is it a brand?
ROBHOTS. It's
oh,
like a brand.
yeah, very good. Okay. Yeah.
And they got a whole thing where they had to change their fucking whole thing because they had little gummies that were shaped like robots. So they went through a whole deal where they had.
I believe all gummies have to be weed leaf shaped. Is that correct?
They have to have a weed leaf on them or a THC stamp on them. But theirs are shaped like coronaviruses. They showed the new ones, and I was like,
Good
when
for
did they
them.
come up with that? They had like a little kind of.
Good for them.
But then also it's just being in the marketing game and seeing how these b-holes represent themselves. I feel like they're fucking punking me. I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come out and go, we're kidding, Steve. The cannabis community isn't like this. Joe punked. You punked? And I'm like, yeah, you got me good. Because I thought the cannabis industry, the medicinal cannabis industry, was a bunch of pretentious assholes.
See, the thing is like, oh man.
No, man, they're your buddies though, because I know the dudes from this place, and they're my buddies. I can speak for them. I think they're doing things right. No, they're not. They're not doing it yet. And that's like the one, Fresh Green, or was it Relief, that gave back the $125,000 in like a month? I'm like, how the fuck is that even
Fresh Green?
Fresh Green. I'm like, how does that? How do you give back that much?
If you've got pretty good profits, I guess. Look, I'm not going to.
No. Anything
I'm
they
not
can
gonna
do.
fucking rib somebody for giving away.
Yes,
it's like,
anything
kind
they
of the whole
can do
thing.
is
You know
good.
what? I fucking love our buddy Seth because every now and then he'll say some shit. And I'm like, fucking.
He's the best.
He's great. He said something the other day. He's like, you know, $600 stimulus check. How am I going to pay my rent? He's like, I don't know. Maybe do the thing that you were planning on doing before you found out you were going to be given $600 by somebody. And like, there's two sides of that, right? Like the whole fucking stimulus thing is nonsense. But fuck, give me $20,000. Doesn't matter.
Give everyone $1 million.
It's gonna fucking might as well at this point. Like I just assume accelerate the end.
Yes, give everyone $1 million and let us go out in a blaze of
I've been
glory.
asking for Thunderdome. Well, here's the thing. Here's what I don't get. Like, this isn't me being fucking like a xenophobe or an isolationist or anything, but like
anybody who starts out a sentence,
right?
Like that.
But what I'm saying is, you know, like right now, America needs it, not fucking Sudan, not fucking Kathmandu. The money. Like this fucking the deal where we were all gonna split up originally like $180 billion, right?
It doesn't even mean anything.
It doesn't, except well, it's coming. Like we think that we're not fucking going to fall prey to the same thing that fucking toppled Rome and toppled the fucking.
Well, we've
British
been living
Empire.
off of fiat currency for a while now.
We have, and
the petrodollar runs everything. The fucking if we don't, once the oil dollar goes away, then that's when
what
everything
makes
crumbles.
that happen?
Energy. Sources, different
fusion,
sources.
maybe. Once we figure fusion out,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, point is they passed like a fucking $1 trillion fucking pork bill, and there's 180 billion set aside for Americans, and it's like just a bunch of bullshit that makes up the other. Like, look, this is not me being in isolation. This is just me being the sober one at the table. Right now, our fucking house is on fire. Look, I want to fucking contribute to the neighbor's garden. I would love the community garden to be a fucking little bit nicer. But my house is on fire. I need you to fucking put the fire out.
What if somebody else's house is on fire too?
Yeah, fucking help them out. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I gotta save my family first. I'll save your family too if I get time. But my family's gonna fucking take fucking precedence. That's the fucking deal. That's like a mutual understanding. If your house was on fire and then my house caught on fire, I wouldn't expect you to let your fucking house burn to the ground to come save me. I wouldn't expect it.
What if like your wife was drowning and your son was
Ooh, the old trolley problem.
My mom used to do that to me all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's brutal.
I know.
Like between like her and your dad? Oh,
And
God, no,
Randy,
she didn't. She did that?
Is that bad?
Bud.
Is that bad?
I mean, that's not great.
Okay,
That's not great.
I
Like,
wasn't
I'm
expecting
trying
that
to,
reaction.
I'm not trying to give her the
It's like
business.
when kids would come to my neighborhood and they're like, "God damn!" When I was a kid, I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Nothing."
It's like darting eyes.
Nothing. You live here? I'm like, yeah, this neighborhood's cool.
You're not a step behind. We're jumping all over the place, Coach. Just fucking
You're a step behind.
Strap in,
You're
pal.
a step behind, bud.
They're using medical as a
you're in
term that
Colorado.
makes the state look good when in reality they're marketing wreck. The state doesn't see anyone that really needs cannabis as a legitimate patient. As long as folks say medical is an excuse to smoke it, it will never hold value to politicians. That's where I'm living, brother. I mean, that's something that we, something we talk about kind of regularly.
Hi, love, Guone, Prince Harry.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
What's Roddy TV up to?
I don't know.
Hello,
Hi, Roddy
Solo
TV.
Man
Roddy
time.
TV tunes in on the reg.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a fan. What's up, Roddy
Okay.
TV?
That's what I hate. the whole
Straight up, the fucking
medicine.
people that we put in charge of the program, Department of Health and Senior Services, the director, his name's Randall Williams. He's got a head the size of a fucking blimp. He looks like Hey Arnold. Randall Williams looks like Hey Arnold with a bow tie on. That's the fucking, if I can make you understand. I'm serious. He's like a weeble wobble. He just wants to
tipped over a few
flip up
times.
on his fucking head. That's how big this guy's head is. And he's been in front of fucking the legislature, and he's like, it's as addictive as heroin. It's not a medicine. I honestly, I'm not a violent person, but like when I see him, I want to stamp his fucking face into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He's just that kind of little fucking weasel. And there's a problem with that person being the person in charge of the program.
Did you read that Politico article that came out? How state marijuana legalization became a boon for corruption.
I think I started to. I don't know that I ran all the way through it.
I'm gonna get to that. I saved it and I was gonna read it on air, but this thing's deep.
Okay,
but you don't.
We'll take
say.
some lib notes.
You don't say.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? It's like. It's no surprise that many of the winners were major lobbyists, you know. I mean, the whole fucking thing. I really hope, you know, Nate on Cannabis said something the other day that I don't want to accept as reality, and I hope it's not true, and I'm a little bit more optimistic. But he does not think, he says that, you know, he thinks that basically the new approach measure that was proposed in March of last year is going to be the only rec measure that we'll have to vote on, and I just don't want to believe it's true. There were just too many Missourians with huge amounts of money that were completely fucking squeezed out of this process. And for me, like as important as the medicine conversation is, it's equally important for me that the economic side of this conversation includes everybody having a chance to fucking compete and pass or fail on their own laurels. That way you don't have fucking a handful of people who really don't give a fuck about weed. Our buddy Mike last night reviewed some weed he got from Soul House Dispensary. What was it called? What was the fucking cultivar's name?
Soul House?
Yeti Glue.
Soul House.
No, I know but the cultivar was Yeti Glue.
Yeti Glue.
And it was like dubbed at like 19% THC. Again, none of that fucking matters. And he said he doesn't want to smoke it. It hurt his head, gave him a headache, had no smell. And they had an expiration date of December of 2021 on a 1-year expiration date on this weed in a fucking very basic plastic container. It's just ridiculous. Let's see here. The consumers have to grow a pair and demand more. Most states that go medical, the consumers are stoked to have cannabis available. They're afraid to say anything because they think it will go away. It won't. You voted for it. Now demand a fair market with quality product that's in the hands of consumers. I agree. And ours is a little bit different than a lot of people in that we made it a constitutional amendment.
Really?
So now it is... it's basically a guaranteed right to us, which is pretty awesome. We did kind of geld the legislature from being able to change anything, which is equal parts good and bad, because I think that right now we could probably lobby the legislature to say, no, unlimited licensing. Let as many Americans, pass or fail on this. And guess what? Then your fucking beliefs, your AB fucking executives and all of your fucking big money companies, then if they want to own the market, well, then they're going to have to fucking pay for it. They're going to have to buy people out. They have to buy people out of their fucking licenses. People are going to get at least a return. They get to make that decision if they want to sell out or not, but they're going to have something to show for it. Not some fucking dog and pony show that the state made $25 fucking million off of, and they have nothing to show for it. And also, by the way, the state decided to take all of that money they made from that and then use it to fight the people who fucking got robbed out of it. It's fucking grand larceny. As important as the medicine is, I think it's equally important to fucking get these motherfuckers in the guillotines for robbing people of their fucking life savings. Because guess what? I think it better serves patients to have as many people fucking growing and providing quality medicine as fucking possible.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
That's the fuck.
Yeah, there's no dispensaries within my city's limits. The black market thrives here, as it will.
It always will and does. I'm looking up this thing about. Just friended this guy online. This guy thinks he's going to do a cannabis cup out of Kansas City.
Oh, he does?
I don't think so, bud. Just letting this Brazzle.
Yeah, we
guy
can't have
know.
enough of them.
Just let this Brazzle guy know.
Can't have enough cannabis cups.
No, we're not going to call ours a cannabis cup.
Not at all.
Something better. This was from Missouri
pretty
Business
sure it's
Alert.
yeah.
Our guy Ben Pitzer is in there. Homegrown health. Patients cultivate marijuana to cut cost, enhance control. Ben Brazil of Kansas City. He's one of the organizers planning the first Missouri Cannabis Cup. Nah, dog.
Well, actually, we're already in the middle of
Dog.
a 4-state Cannabis Cup that's got Missouri.
Nah,
actually,
dog.
also, Grow Active already hosted one like a year ago.
Yeah.
So
and,
it's not the first.
Scheduled to take place in Kansas City next April. That's cool because ours is in March.
And also,
you stupid Kansas City bastards.
Yeah,
St. Louis rules and grows the best weed.
Yeah. Missouri East Coast. MEC.
Mac? I'll
Missouri
mech
East
you.
Coast.
I'll
What's
mech
up?
you.
What's up?
We got the best. We passed the test. We got the best, and we'll pass your test.
Anyway, whatever.
And well, no one's come up here to fight me yet, so I guess that
I'm
means
turning
that-
Grand Junction into the Humboldt County of Colorado. I hope you do.
I
It's
hope you
legal
come here
here
and
to
get
grow
it.
your own under rec laws. The town then said weed shops are getting weed in schools, so they kicked them
Fuck
out now.
that.
All the surrounding. Who still buys that
Who
shit?
still buys into that shit?
Who buys?
Oh, the kids are getting it.
But guys, you can't have it too close to a church or to a school, man, because for some reason the proximity of a business that makes me show my license 3 fucking times to spend a bunch of money on a flower is somehow going to be more susceptible to be getting in the hands of people who don't want to sin and don't want to become crazy drug addicts as kids in schools.
Fuck you.
I think there's another study that came out about mushrooms.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. So-called magic mushrooms as a helpful tool in the treatment of psychiatric
I actually
conditions.
I covered that one a few weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah. Good.
Well, it's new. People, you know how they do. So I always wonder if it's the
know,
same article or not because it's the.
I know.
Because that one just came
I
out,
know
but they
who these
reference.
motherfuckers are.
I guess that's what you do. You just have
That's
one
fine.
article that comes out, and then all of
And then
these other
everybody just writes
publications-
articles based on it. That's what the
well,
AP does.
They
They
that
put it
wouldn't
out on
even. That
Newswire.
looked like it was just like copy and pasted on like from this website. Here you
Yeah.
go.
I mean,
So yeah, if you're
I'm guilty of it, obviously.
If you're
It's funny because most of
depressed.
I get an
Mushrooms.
update on anytime psychedelic article or anything like that is posted anywhere on Google. I get like an update.
I bet
right?
you do. Fucking.
And a lot of
Animal
times,
Red.
where'd you learn that, Cheech? Drug school. It's hilarious that right now, pretty much all of the psychedelic articles that I'm getting are just about companies going public with their IPOs. It's gross. It's gross. Right now, there's a weird. I had somebody ask me like, "Hey, you know,
Good
like,
morning, Kenzie.
What's a good psychedelic stock to maybe get in on the ground level?" And I'm like, I don't know. You're probably going to be okay with any of them this early in the game if you can actually buy the stock. But you know, I have a hard time with like MindMed, who basically came out and said, "Oh yeah, what Oregon did, where they decriminalized all of them, yeah, that doesn't really fit into our business model." It's like, well, then fucking change your business model, bud, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah, assholes.
You're not fucking. You know what? Like that's the other thing. It's fucking trending. It's like, oh, the therapeutic side of psychedelics, guys. I cannot fucking state more fucking boldly how much I believe in the healing power of psychedelics. I think they're the most fucking pressing. I'm pretty. I got a nice little wide delta here. I'm sorry. I think it's maybe the most pressing thing that we can do to solve the mental health crisis in the world. To me, and you know, cannabis has so many, you know, physical fixes and mental fixes. Like cannabis is such a great medicine. It's not a panacea, but it does. It does, you know, apply to so many different things. And the same thing can be said for psychedelics. And so, like, I cannot understate how valuable the experience is. However, fuck you when you tell me that a guided psilocybin journey is $400. Fuck you. I get it. We're paying for the therapist's time because we're not passing psilocybin. We're not legalizing psilocybin. We're making a legal market for psilocybin assisted therapy or MDMA assisted psychotherapy, and so it's all coupled with psychotherapy. The FDA would never come out and say, "Oh, this drug is just good to go." They're just not going to do that because there's too much money in criminalizing nature. And so that's what's awesome about the decrim nature movement in general. Although I think the decrim nature steps on its own dick by trying to be a little too woke sometimes. We should all be kind of joining hands to fucking say, hey, all of the medicine that nature provides us by our right is ours. You don't get to fucking throttle that medicine or how much of it I get to consume or what I get to consume. That's not how this works. We are all free peoples that move along here. We have honestly allowed the government to fucking think way too highly of themselves as far as what they get to tell us what we can and can't do. It's fucking crazy to me. So I can't understate that the value of psychedelic therapy enough, but it's popping up all over the place. You want to go do a ketamine treatment for depression? All right, it's going to cost you about $300, maybe $400. If you got insurance, it might cover a little bit of it. Maybe, probably not. It's an alternative healing modality, so maybe not. Ketamine doesn't cost fucking $400 for a fucking for it, and neither does 3.5 grams of mushrooms. Jesus Christ, it's not even it's a tenth of that price.
Yeah, but then like you get to go to places like Micah meditations and stuff like that.
That's fine. Then you're paying for an experience.
Yeah.
You want to pay $1,000 to go to Jamaica for a weekend and have a couple of journeys.
Yeah.
I get it. You're paying for more than just the fucking medicine. You're not going to some fucking sterile doctor's office to lay on a couch and fucking have some guy fucking.
Yeah, for $400
bucks,
I better be
job.
going.
We watched Magic Medicine, and they do a pretty good job. Like you're still going to a hospital, but the room's kind of like a nice,
right outside
almost
the door.
Like going to a
like,
fucking spa. You're gonna get a massage. Everything's kind of dimly lit, and it's comfortable and it's warm. But it's still kind of clinical, right?
Still, right outside the door is a whole hospital going on.
Come on, bud. Like I get charging for an experience, but at the same and also what many people call the most significant spiritual experience of their lives. It can happen. It has happened with me.
You should almost do it in a church.
It's happened with a lot of people. 100%, dude. Whatever you're, and that's not married to any one particular belief system. But having a conversation with Max Montrose, he was talking about like one of the cactus ceremonies that he did with an indigenous tribe. Like, it was kind of distracting for him to hear all of these songs sung in a different language that he didn't understand. But when he got to his roots and his Hebrew prayers, like then he was able to really experience some work. And everybody should be allowed to use these plants as a gateway to whatever their spirituality is. For me, the idea of taking that from somebody, and that is how you win the hearts of hardcore fundamentalist Christians and all of these other things. Say, oh no, I'm still going to pray to Jesus, man. I'm just going to take the real sacrament.
prayer.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have a talk with you.
There's a gateway in our minds that lead us far beyond this plane. Well, speaking of government fucking stepping all over our shit, did you see that article about the Common Trust Network and the Common Pass app and the digital health pass that you could possibly need to have your immunization records before you travel abroad?
Like my ass.
IBM is working on something where you got to get like a QR code. You can be tested every time you cross a border. You cannot be vaccinated every time you cross a border, says this guy, Thomas Crampton from the Commons Project. I like it. I like that, Alan. Thank you.
Let them know, Alan.
Now that the coronavirus vaccines are starting to roll out in the U.S. and abroad, many people may be dreaming of the day when they can travel, shop, and go to the movies again. But in order to do those activities, you may eventually need something in addition to a vaccine passport application. Several companies and technology groups have begun developing smartphone apps for systems and individuals to upload details of their COVID-19 tests and vaccinations, creating digital credentials that could be shown in order to enter concert venues, stadiums, movie theaters, offices, or even countries. The Common Trust Network, an initiative by Geneva-based nonprofit, the Commons Project, and the World Economic Forum, they've partnered with several airlines as well as hundreds of health systems. The Common Pass app, created by the group, allows users to upload medical data and COVID-19 test results, eventually a proof of vaccination by a hospital or medical professional, generating a health certificate or pass in the form of a QR code that can be shown to authorities without revealing sensitive information. For travel, the app lists health pass requirements at points of departure and arrival based on your itinerary. What do you think about that, bud?
I think it's insane. I think it's fucking insane, and I think that everybody who consistently shouts down fucking quote unquote conspiracy theorists, I think they need to lick their fucking balls and tell them
This
they're
was
sorry.
one that at the very beginning
everybody said, "Hey, guess what they're
ID
going to do?
2020.
Guess what they're going to do? As soon as the election's over, there's going to be a cure for coronavirus." Well, guess what? It was 2 fucking days. There's a vaccine fucking that was put out there, and they said, "Oh, they're going to chip everybody who fucking gets the vaccine. That way, you guys remember fucking? Can you show me the papers?" It's exactly what the fucking Nazis did. It's exactly what they fucking did, and everyone's like, "You can't compare it to Nazi Germany. Why the fuck can't I? Why
it's kind
can't
of eerily similar.
God damn. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah.
No one is chipping me. The only thing they're putting inside of me is a warm shot of that goo.
All right,
know
seems
how
like
that's even
a
possible.
weird right turn, bud. But
early on in the pandemic, Apple and Google set aside their smartphone rivalry to jointly develop a Bluetooth-based system to notify users if they've been exposed to someone with COVID-19. Many countries and state governments around the world also developed and used their own apps to let people know that.
God, this is why when people were like, "Well, America sucks because look how well they got it figured out over there." Yeah, I'm not trying to be them.
Where?
Those motherfuckers. I'm not trying to be those motherfuckers.
Them?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I'm a fucking American and I'm excellent.
If we're successful, you should be able to say, I've got a vaccine certificate on my phone that I got when I was vaccinated in this country with a whole set of its own kind of health management practices. I used that to get on a plane to an entirely different country, and then I presented a new country vaccination credential so I could go to that concert I was hoping to go to. It's happening indoors, and attendance was limited to those that have demonstrated that they've had the vaccine.
Hey, this is you too. Everyone got your vaccine cards.
Uno, dos, tres,
and the
quatorze.
streets
That
have
fucking
no
still gets
name.
in my crawl.
Quatorze.
You're going 1, 2, 3, 14. How about I fucking slap the taste out of your stupid Irish face?
I like that. I hate you too. Yeah, this is something that even my dad, who's not a big conspiracy theorist, he's fucking older
Call
guy.
balls and strikes,
He's an old,
motherfuckers.
exactly. He's the umpire who's like, you think I give a shit when anybody's saying I call the same fucking game
That's right.
every time I
Same
go out
strike
there.
zone for Clayton Kershaw.
I don't care
or
who's
fucking
yapping.
Kiko Calero. Same strike zone,
I don't
bud.
care. Throw the ball where you need
Put
to.
the ball in the pipe.
That's it. Let's have a fucking good game. So when I told him about this, he's like, you fucking kidding me? He's like, they're going to make me have a fucking thing on, because he doesn't doesn't put any of his info on his phone.
I wish my dad was around for this shit so bad, because he was just, god damn, he was cantankerous when it came to this shit. He would have fucking I would have do our show. I'd have a fucking constant recorder on this fucking guy.
Dude, how awesome would it be to do a dad show and then a son show?
It'd be fucking great.
Around our
It'd be
shows.
fucking great. I found a treasure trove. Maybe sometime. Maybe sometime this week, I'll share some videos, old family videos from when my dad was a kid. It was awesome to be able to.
The coolest shit of all time.
They're just messing. They're just goofing. My aunt actually handed to me. She goes, "There's a video of your dad buying shoes from Grandpa," and so, she goes, "It just reminds me of what you and your buddy are doing. You need to check this out." And I'm like, "Okay, cool."
It's right up. I get it now.
Yeah.
I used to think you were a fraud. Just
where'd it
glomming
come
on
from?
me.
You're just glomming.
Just glomming.
It's
You're like,
just in
yeah,
me,
I'll
bud.
do that.
It's in me.
Hey, I'll do that with you,
It's
bud.
in me, pal.
You're gonna be successful one day, and then to see that, I was like, no, this guy
This is just what we
actually
do.
got it in him, man.
Dude, my
He's
grandpa,
got it in him.
it's hilarious that my grandpa was the one that was orchestrating all this shit. Nick the Magician is one of my new favorite skits ever, and it's all silent video shit.
That is
so
amazing.
You gotta fucking,
And the editing you had to do back then,
I didn't even know it was a splicing
they didn't
film,
have an
I guess.
iMac.
Yeah, well, yeah. What
I had an
what do they
iMac
do?
on my first
It's
video
pretty
that I
great.
was editing. An iMac, one of those big colored ones that was
Mhm.
like, it comes in rainbows. She comes in colors everywhere.
She comes in
She
colors
combs
everywhere?
her hair. She like a rainbow. You never heard that song?
Maybe no. No.
Probably the way I'm singing it. It's Rolling Stones.
Okay.
It was the commercial for the iMac.
For the
when it first came out.
Apple's always been on
She
top
comes
of that.
in colors everywhere.
Dude, when my oldest son was a little baby,
When you were
if he
just a
would be,
little baby.
he'd be, if he would be crying or something. Do you remember whenever the iPhone? Maybe it was like one of the first iPhones. I think it was Feist was her name. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. La, da, 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 da. That song would fucking come on. Whatever. The Apple commercial would come on. Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like dancing around in this fucking circle with fucking colored umbrellas or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, my kid would go from like screaming bloody murder because I was burning him with cigarettes to like to just completely calm. Yeah, fuck you.
What up, baby? Fucking punch you.
Mac is for girls. William Wolf.
iPad Mini is everyone know iPad Mini for girls.
Oh, I remember what we were talking about.
Brew.
Oh, brew. Mean ass brew.
Mean wicked ass.
Well, you guys got to check out Stickman.
Stickman?
Stickman. It's one of my
What
favorite
is it?
movies.
What is it?
It's a movie about pool. It's about shooting stick.
You know what?
It's about an underground pool tournament.
You know what was one of the most underrated comedy shows of all time? Can't think of it.
Kids in the Hall.
I can't think of it.
Is it
It
a
was
sketch
the
show?
move, yeah, and it was a guy. He was just New Zealand, and he had all these characters where he was. He went to a school. He was the girl who went to the school. He's like, oh my god, you gotta. Who can name that before I can get it? Who can name the? I think it's from New Zealand. New Zealand sketch show.
Skits? Is it Funny Girls? Is that what it was called? Funny Girls? No? No?
No, I think it's like a guy's name.
Okay.
Oh, I did New Zealand sketch, and it's giving me sketches of New Zealand.
John Clark, a Kiwi comedy legend. I don't know, man.
Maybe it was this guy.
John Owen Ben?
Chris Lilly.
Funny as brew.
Oh, he's wicked funny me.
I think that might be one of the guys from Stickman.
Is it? It really is? Chris Lilly. Yeah, he's hilarious, dude. I used to watch his show on HBO or something. Is he in Stickman?
Let's see who's in Stickman.
Oh, Jonah from Tonga, Summer Heights High, Jamie,
he's
private
everybody.
school girl. He used to do all these characters.
Is that him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Stickman.
Dude, you'd love this. It's great.
And it's New Zealand?
Yeah, it's
That's great. I will watch
about
it
some
tonight.
about some Kiwis
Summer
playing.
Heights High, Jamie, private school girl.
I know. I guess I don't
Angry
remember him.
Boys, Jonah from Tonga.
I don't think I remember any of them.
Dude.
He's all of these shows.
Yeah, dude, he's hilarious, man.
I believe
You
it.
gotta
Kiwis
watch
are
it.
hilarious.
You gotta watch it, man. He's not that funny.
Okay. All right. Well,
But I dug it.
I'm getting mixed reviews here.
I dug it. Netflix removes 4 Chris Lilly shows over racial because I think he did blackface as this dude from Jonah and Tonga. It's not really blackface, like bronze face, I guess.
Yeah, I
He's
guess
from
you got to be
Tonga.
careful. You know.
I guess.
You gotta be careful.
I think everybody should be able to do it exactly what they want.
Well, I mean,
as long as you're not.
I
like,
tend to agree with you. And if people fucking, they come
Don't
at you,
watch
they
it,
come
then
at you.
it's
It's fine.
fine.
It's fine.
I'm not gonna cancel somebody.
Come at you, they come at you.
Where is Tonga?
Tonga's just an island, yeah, it's
Dang.
out in the middle of nowhere. Look how small that joint is.
He's from Tonga. He's real tough, eh? Mean he is.
Mean ass. Is that just like one road that goes through it? Like just fucking that one loop?
Yep.
Huh.
I'll show you something cool.
Tonga. It's a tiny little joint.
You've heard of Dominican Republic, right?
Mm-hmm. República Dominicana.
Well, there's Dominica. Tom used to tell me about this road that goes all the way across the island. I'm like, what? He's like, it only takes you like fucking 20 minutes or whatever.
To go from coast to coast?
Yeah, and I was like,
How cool is that?
Crazy, dude.
You can run it. Dude,
That's what it
let's
did.
do a cuck for the cup
That's what
there.
it did. Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro.
Let's do it, bro.
All right. Where we at on time here today?
This godforsaken show
winding
over,
this
yeah.
thing up. Guys, Tuesdays are tough. Actually,
Tuesdays are tough. I had a great show.
I had a great show, and that one's finally kind of starting to give a little bit.
Oh.
That's all right.
I wear it a lot.
I'll make you another one. I can't believe it lasts as long as it did.
We play him a song today?
What do you want to play him?
Are we going to jam? We're just going to jam?
Oh, I don't know if they're here for that.
Yeah, give them the drums.
I don't even know where the sticks are. Let me go find some.
The sticks aren't in here?
You know how he is.
Yeah, didn't I play it this morning? I think so, did you? No, I didn't.
I'll play the piano.
No. Find the sticks. You're so good at the drums. Well, it's fine. I'll play the guys. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Native Hemp. If you want the best CBD in town, well, fucking Native Hemp's got it. Delta 8 gummies. We've been fucking selling them off the shelves here. Oh, that's kind of what you do. Listen, people love them, and they're having a good time on some Delta 8 gummies. All right, fucking get some. They're here in Festus, Sweetly Festus. Yeah, okay, come up and see me. I'm going to be here for a while today. I don't know, Tuesdays sometimes I leave a little early because, fuck, I'm tired. To be honest with you, I'm tired. So that's, and James Carlton is another one. James Carlton, 961-4800. Just give him a call. Just call him. Just call him. Please, God, just call him and say, can you save me money? Here's my information. Call me back in 20 minutes. Let me know if you can save me some money. It's fucking simple. Ms. Marketing, you want some leads? You want leads? Get some fucking leads. Bundern Property Group. Actually, big news about Bundern Property Group. Somebody's swiping up Bundern Property Group.
Excuse me?
Somebody's swiping him up. Like another giant realtor in town says, you're the best. I'm going to swipe you up. Can you believe that shit?
So he's moving from like.
It could be big doings in Bundern Property Group's life, dude. Crazy shit. And then I'm missing anybody? Spanish Society Outreach, Sweet Leaf, Native Hemp, James Carlton, Miz, and Bundern. Oh, Bo. I already did. Bo, grow at home. Bo know dro. Bo know how to grow hydro. Okay, they'll help you. Grow Active Solutions down in the Grove. Growing. Bo, Grove. All you need to know is Bo, Grove. That's all you need to know. Go see him. He's going to hook you up. Now we're going to jam our little pee-pees off.
Ooh, you might need to let that tube warm up.
Yep.
Guys, we're all pretty new at this stuff.
We're having fun here. You guys can come up and play some instruments if you want.
You know what? I'm gonna kick that mic down just a little bit. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Every morning, except for Mondays when we get fucking weird at night, dude. Let me just do this little guy right here. Go ahead, hit that again. I think that's where we're living. We got too much stuff to have fun with here.
I know.
We got too much stuff to have fun with here, buddy.
Guys, you're the best fans in the game. Aren't they?
I think we're pretty great.
I think they're the best fans.
What are we singing? What are we doing?
What do you want to do?
Grab me a little guitar. I'll be right back.
What song you want to do? Hold on, I'm doing something important for everybody. I wish I could remember the words.
Yeah, I get you.
I'll try it.
Tell my husband to come home. I can't come home, babe. I gotta go work.
I got new strings on this, forgot.
playing?
Somebody else been playing. Feels like I do. Doing a Reggie.
What are you looking at? Your picks right there, pal. Oh, there you go. Are the orange ones a little more rigid?
A little less rigid. He likes his rigid.
Okay.
I like mine a little bit more flat.
I like a little flex on them. Kill that.
You ordered something that I could never lose. 'Cause you're made up of me and I'm made up of you. You ordered something that I could never choose. 'Cause when I connect the dots, it all comes back to you. Tell me true, what should we do? When my beginning begin to erupt and then to end with you ordered something that really blows my mind. Let's dig a little deeper, baby, and see what we can find. You ordered something that makes me forget time. Let's wake up so that we can rest a while. I see you smile, I see you frown. Just remember that we gotta get up, get up, get up, get up, get up to get down. La 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 la. Yeah, 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 yo. Yeah, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. It all comes back to you. So tell me true, here's what we do. Started driving high land before time and get a light tonight to come and find you. When we ain't, we can start off brand new. You ordered something that I could never lose. 'Cause you're made up of me and I'm made up of you. You ordered something that I could never choose. 'Cause when I connect the dots, it all comes back to you. Tell me true, what should we do? When my beginnings begin to erupt and then end with you ordered something that really blows my mind. Let's dig a little deeper, baby, we'll see what we can find. You ordered something that makes me forget time. Let's wake up so that we can rest a while. I see you smile, I see you frown. Just remember that we gotta get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up to get down. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. When it all, when it all, when it all, when it all, when it all comes back to you. It all comes back to Cowabunga.